Okay. Steven. Oh man, not Mardi Gras weekend. I'm about to do like 4 or 5 bags of this build. I'm glad you're lurking, but you might want to pop in once in a while. Cause it'd be big ups. I actually just woke up from a nap. I went to Burger King this morning at like 11:30. I went and got my oil changed. Went to Walmart, bought some stuff. Went to Burger King, pounded Burger King, and took like a 45-minute power nap. I'm having an all right day. So I understand. Yo, is Derek Carr down there? I hope he's down there to celebrate. I heard he's going to the Jets this weekend, but he should have came down for Mardi Gras. That would have been probably better for him. We can go get him. Go get him. I don't even know where you are in the Derek Carr debate, but all right, we've done all our things. Why don't we just start streaming? Why don't we just do this? Lego Cam. We're doing Lego Cam. Hello everyone. Let me just move my keyboard here. I don't need it for the moment. Oh, I forgot to pull up. My phone's charging on my desk, which is up here. Oh no, you have to see my Saint shirt. Oh, jeez. Oh, this. Oh, this. Sorry. Oh, then just the New Orleans Saints football team. All right, give me just a sec here. It's easier for me to see chat this way because I'm pretty far away from my monitors, which are all the way up here past all the cameras. Did a little bit different. I'm still experimenting with this top cam looking down. Um, so we're figuring that out as we speak. Yo, J-Man made it. This is why I pinged you because I didn't know if you were even awake or not. I was gonna do this either way. I thought about doing it tonight, but I will be with my son tonight. So the issue is, I could do it now, or I could do it at 9 o'clock or later, possibly because it's not school night. He likes to hang out and do kids stuff later. So I was like, yeah, let me just do it now because I can stream longer and just kind of worked out. I got the time. I can spend my night doing other stuff. I don't even know what. I'm probably reading. I'm about to start a new book. I just finished my current book, which is Piranesi by Suzanne Clark. Susanna Clark? Suzanne, I think. It was incredible. 5 out of 5 book. Not too long either. So it was really good, honestly. Oh, I bought Cadbury eggs today. I got caramel ones and chocolate cream. I've never heard of these. I've heard of the caramel, but never the chocolate cream. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna try one of those at some point today. We'll do that. Here's my water. Filled it up. I don't know why I'm like Saint Stout today, but I am. That's happening. Um, just happened to wear all the Saints goodies. And Steven's lurking, so he can't even see. But anyway, we're going to continue Galaxy Explorer today. As you know, we got through 2 bags. This has been a couple weeks ago at this point. My job's been awesome. I love what I do for a living, but man, does it kick my ass some nights and make me really tired. And that's not great. But where's the Mountain Dew Baja Blast? Yeah, where's the green? Can you imagine this in like that weird green minty chocolate that's like Andes candies, but you bite it and it's Baja Blast. I don't know how I feel, but I mean, I'll try anything once, I guess. But yeah, I don't know about that. We're on, yeah, we're on bag 3. There's 9 bags in this build, so we are on the 3rd one. I don't know. This is not. Let's see where we were. Good God. Okay. No, this looks like we've done this. Oh, these are no, we have not done this. Okay. So we are here we are. Bag 3. Oh, look. We need a name for our white space person. We've got what was this guy? John Space Person right here. Oh, I put him in front of the microphone instead of the camera. John Space Person. Jack, you think? Oh, here we go. J-Man. Get that Lego noises. That's one small bag inside. We got some good pieces in there. We could do the Oh wait, did I turn on my mic is off again? Come on. Let me reset this. Properties. You're right, it is set to NVIDIA broadcast. And now you can hear everything, including my daughter as she cleans her room next to me. Here you go. You get some of those big Lego noises. There we go. Alright, so we're building our... You said his name should be Jack? I shouldn't say his. Their name should be Jack. Jack what?
Sparrow.
Not Jack Sparrow. We're not looking to get, banned for copyright infringement here. Oh, shoot. I already screwed him up. So we got Jack. We need a last name.
Narrow.
We're going to name this person Jack Galaxy for the Galaxy Explorer. Jack Galaxy. So we got John Space Person and Jack Galaxy. There they are. Here's Jack Galaxy. Just going to get his helmet on right. Their helmet on right. Sorry. Jack Galaxy and John Space Person, and of course Doobot. But of course, as you know, Doobot lost the code red. He was on my printer. They were on my printer. It was on my printer. And the dew fell into the paper loader part of the printer, and today I actually turned it over and shook it, and it didn't come out. So I don't know where it went. The code red part of Doobot is MIA. But Jack Galaxy is all set, and it looks like we are here. So you can kind of see the book a little better in the stream, not perfectly, but you'll be able to kind of see me as I'm doing these steps here. We're doing some gray brick action. A lot of gray bricks in this section. So we need a 2x4, both kinds. And we're off. Happy Mardi Gras to Steven, by the way. Steven is lurking and probably recovering from an awesome Mardi Gras. So I'm hoping that this is a cool piece. Where is this piece? Look at this one. This is like a flat with studs on it. That's crazy. It's a one piece. Yeah, it's like too tall right there. J-Man, I'm doing this on Saturday as well because we finish this by Monday. Monday becomes the Oracle Day by default. So we go right back to Oracle of Ages long play on Monday if we could finish this. So, I'm trying to help you out. It streams free up quite a bit. All right, red. Monday and Wednesday? Okay, don't get ahead of yourself. I know we did the Dark and Darker demo, which set things off last week, but it was the last day of the alpha for that game, so I had fun playing it, and I wanted to get my time in with it before the end. What is this? Oh, a big grilled cheese cut right here. The triangle. Kenz, how do you like your grilled cheese cut?
Diagonally.
Yeah, there you go. That's my kid right there, everybody. He said diagonal, if you did not hear it. I need a 2x2. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, that confused me. We're putting this here, and I was like, I need a 1x2 white stud, but I don't. We're putting this on top. Ooh, fancy. Mondays for handheld, Wednesdays for Breath of the Wild mods. Oh no. Since when we got to get a crowd control day back on the calendar. I have not done enough crowd control yet this year, and I really want to get that going again. I don't know if we'll do Zelda crowd control. We could. We could. I'm not saying no to that, which probably is a big mistake, but here we are. Okay, and now we need two. Wait, what? Okay, one goes here, and one goes. Okay. And then the yellow one goes on top of the white one. There we are. And then there's a curvy boy. This one? No? Too big. We need the smaller one. Which could be here. Here it is. There it is. Alright, and then that goes... Oh, gosh. Okay, so... It goes... The white lines up with the black. So it's gonna attach like that. I think. Yep. Lines up perfectly. Yep. Yep. Alright, cool. I'm assuming we're about to do the other side. Same thing. Nope. We are doing some more stuff on this side. So we need this, we need this, we need a 2x3, and then that big one I was just looking at. Alright, curvy. Up, and then like this. No, it lines up. But it doesn't. Hold on. Okay, this leaves one. No, but we have it up one. And then this one goes here. Okay, got it. That's how we do it right there. Which Zelda would be the best to crowd control is the question, because a lot of them are on there. Does this go here? There's that one gap? Yeah, there is. Okay. Wonder which one has the most mess with it. I mean, obviously Link to the Past would probably be the best one to do, because it's the one I know the best. We could randomize it and crowd control it, and I could realistically, like, not screw up at playing it. Alright, we're doing the other ring now. I could actually hold my own in that game. OG Zelda, though, I know pretty well, too. Pretty well. I'd need the tracker for it. There's a special tracker for it, but I know how to use the tracker really well from my days playing that randomizer. When I went 1-5 in a Zelda randomizer tournament, I did win one game. I won one. It's on YouTube. You can actually YouTube search me and find that match. And I beat somebody in a randomizer race called All Boards, No Swords. So it was a swordless tournament. And I actually won once. And then I proceeded... I had a couple other close rounds, but I got put against some really good other players more than once, and I got resoundingly hammered more than once. Obviously 4 other times. Alright, cool. Loved playing that game though, and that community is incredible. I just could not hang with the rest of them. Alright, so how are we doing this? Why doesn't this line up perfectly? Or the way it should. Oh, it's because I put this on the wrong way. That explains a lot. Okay, and now this will go here. Okay. Cool. This looks neat. Then we're doing this again. And the white and the blue studs. This is obvious. It looks like some sort of flare. There's a really cool piece in here, by the way. It's a 1x1 stud that's green, translucent. I love the translucent pieces. Look at that green. That is green. For sure. Alright. Yeah. I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. I think I forgot something. Yes, I did. This goes here. Cool, cool. And then the two yellow studs. It's weird. You put the white stud down on it, and then you put the yellow stud right on top. And then... Huh. Oh, wait. Wait. Did I... I'm all sorts of discombobulated here. This goes here. This goes here. And then this goes here. There we go. Okay. Almost screwed that up. Handheld Zeldas. What happens when we run out of handheld Zeldas? I know what you're going to say. Just play them again. But there are a lot, though. Because there's Link's Awakening. We already played that, though. We played the remake. Which, I know, you don't even... You're going to say hero mode. Don't. I know what you're about to say. Hero mode. But do not. Alright, look at that. This is the wings. Alright, getting a little bigger here. In the Galaxy Explorer. We're going to put the other part here. We've got the DS games. We got the 3DS games. We do want to play, and we can use original hardware for it. The Link Between Worlds on 3DS. I've got that 3DS hanging out. It does not have any charge on it right now because I was playing it quite a bit, but the Steam Deck really is super fun. So the Steam Deck kind of put my poor 3DS out of commission for a bit. Here, then here, then here, like this. This one's a little weird in the directions. It's hard to visualize, but you get it, and it looks okay. It goes on just like that. Look at the, by the way, like look at this. In the picture, this thing is wild looking. So it's huge, and there's so much like detail in the studs. It's like you get lost in that picture. It's like a work of art in itself. Oh, this is cool. There's a fun fact here. This color palette for this spaceship uses only colors that were available in 1979 when the original product was released, except for color 194 medium stone gray. Fun fact. Hey, Shiloh. It has been a minute, but that's okay. Yeah, I appreciate any time when somebody comes in, says hello, and drops a message in chat. Obviously, it can be a day, a month, a year, but you come on in, and we're always here to say hello and have a good time. We're building Lego, probably a lot different than what whatever I used to do. There is a story behind why I build Lego and do this for fun now. I have a job at Lego Group, so I build. This is what I do for work. Well, not what I do for work, but this product is one that I support in my everyday life now. I work for Lego. It's neat. Hey, I'll be back in a bit. Gotta go AFK. J-Man's gotta go buy some Mountain Dew and go to Bojangles, get some. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little biased now. because I have a super cool job at Lego Group, and but it's been a lot of fun. I use it as an opportunity to get my hands on some really cool sets here. We got Galaxy Explorer right now, and we're building that. Last month, I built the big ol' Mighty Bowser, and he's actually hanging out back behind me right now. He's on top of my refrigerator. It's a small little refrigerator. He's next to me. It's like an end table to my couch. He's hanging out on that. And yeah, this is the second month of doing this. I plan to do one major Lego build per month. I don't have my March set purchased yet. I have a specific, in my Lego office, which is in Connecticut, we have a Lego store, and in that store there's a back section for damaged product, because it's also a distribution center, and they sell it to employees at a very big discount. I got this on discount because it has a dent in the middle of the box right near the top, so I got a huge markdown on it. And yeah, so there's that. This is a neat thing we just made here. You can kind of see it in the directions. A big long thing. And what are we doing with this? Okay, so we're doing something on the end here. We're using this little stud thing. And we're using these the green ones, the green translucent 1x1 studs. I love these. I love building with Lego. I've kind of found a new appreciation for it, and I didn't realize there was such an adult following for Lego. And I think that oh man, where does this go? Okay, so I have to be, is it just like that? Yeah, okay, there it is. It ambulates. I don't think it's gonna for long, but yeah, so we built that, and it put a whole thing of studs. Oh, let me get it closer to the camera. On the side, it does move, but obviously it'll probably attach to that side there. We're gonna probably build one on this side, which will be a little easier to see. Excuse me. Yeah, every month, big build. This is February's big build. March, I was looking at I was really bummed because there was a Monkey Kid Heavenly Castle, Heavenly something. I forget the name of the set, but it's essentially where the Monkey Kid lives in the Heavenly Realms. I think that was it. Heavenly Realms. And I saw it in the damage section, and I was like, man, I gotta sleep on that, though. I gotta sleep on that. And then the next day I was like, all right, I'm gonna go buy it, and it was gone. Somebody bought it. So I missed my chance at a really nice Monkey Kid set. And I really like Monkey Kid. So part of my job is to I'm a training specialist, and I create content, training content, and I create training programs, training curriculums, and I facilitate trainings as well. I actually haven't done it yet, but I will be very soon. And I have a lot of experience with facilitation. It's the least worried part of my job. But anyway, in the content I'm creating right now, I have access to the Lego assets, I guess the best way to put it. So I can get the Monkey Kid, art that they put on the boxes and stuff, and put it in my training collateral, so that way the training material is very on brand. And I fell in love with the Monkey Kid assets. They're really cool. The show assets are really good, and they're really fun to work with. That, and ironically enough, Lego Friends is another IP that's has really good assets to work with, and I really like making content that has that branding, because it's really the color palettes just blend really nicely, and it works out really well. But Monkey Kid, almost got my hands on the Heavenly Realms, whatever the set's called. Need to get my little green things out here. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. And then how's this going? It's going outside. Good to know. Purely Lego. So yeah, I'm not purely Lego. So this usually takes up one day a week. I'll do some progress on a major build. It's usually Monday nights, but I've had trouble the last couple Monday nights. So I work on a global team, and I'm usually working. I'll work a full shift during the day, and then at night I log in to do work with my global team in Shanghai and Singapore. So it's gotten a little difficult these last couple Mondays to get on. So I'm doing it Saturday. But right now I also stream Zelda games. I'm playing through Oracle of Ages. I have done a little bit of variety streaming. I still play Mario Maker. I'm trying to put the cap on a project right now in Mario Maker. So a lot of Nintendo IP stuff still. I've started integrating crowd control into streams. So depending on what day you pop in, you might have the opportunity to mess with me a lot. But yeah, Lego is just a 1 day a week thing that we have fun with here. What am I doing here? This is... What am I... Oh, this is detached. Hold on. So this step has me build these, which is like little cups coming out and these studs, and then they attach to these other yellow studs on the side of these things I just made somehow. Yeah, so we're having fun. We're doing a little bit of everything. But I came into streaming this year knowing I wanted to keep kind of like changing it up, having fun, doing what I love to do. And I don't play as much of the Mario ROM hacks anymore because the progress on them is really slow. It takes a ton of practice and a ton of dedication. I do love playing those games, but I'm not as good as a lot of people on Twitch that play them, and so it's not probably as entertaining to watch. So I was like, you know what? As much as I love doing it, it's not going to draw people to actually want to stick around because it's just 2 hours of me dying. That's not fun to watch. So this is not working. This is not how this goes. Oh my goodness. Please don't fall apart. Oh, it's falling apart. It's not falling apart. It's falling apart. It's okay. We saved it. All right. Okay, we'll figure these guys out in a sec. Let's put those right there. Oh, okay. Oh, we're only supposed to do that once? Oh, God. No wonder that didn't work. Okay. Update. We're going to move it to be the same angle as in the directions, which actually looks good on the big cam right there. So we have 2 of these. We only need 2 of them. Now there's a blue one where we're putting a white stud on it. Then putting the little frying pan is the best way to put what this thing is. Not to die. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing, too, is I wanted to have fun. I think that's the most important thing. You know, I'm not doing Twitch as my full-time job. I just like to stream and have fun and be here and do what I enjoy. And if I'm not going live and enjoying myself, that reflects in the content. Like you can feel that when somebody's not enjoying what they're up to, and I think that was happening a little bit. As much as I think I love watching people play ROM hacks more than I like playing them. And that was a lesson. I had my fun kind of playing them, but I hit a ceiling where it's like, yikes! At this point, it'll take a lot of hours to be able to do what I want to do in these games. And as much as I love the games and I love like the creativity of what people do in the Mario ROM hack communities, the Super Mario ROM hack community is insane. I have a ton of respect for that place and what people do, and especially the players that suffer through those games. Like when Grand Poo World 3 drops, when Barb releases it, like it's gonna be a huge deal, and I'm gonna want to see it, but I think I'm gonna want to watch other people try to figure it out, and that's when I'll be watching people like Pooh Bear and Barb and Dode and Juz, Thab, like all the big ones, Panga, and I want to watch them do it. And I think I'm comfortable with the realization that I'm gonna let other people get frustrated and want to throw their controller at the wall, and not me. So had to give that up, but that's okay. Because I feel like I'm much happier doing what I'm doing now. Okay, so here's what we do in this step, just so I could help clarify. As you know, in the last step, we kind of made these things that ambulate, but now where these yellow studs are, we're going to be attaching these. So the one part is going to actually attach to the base of the wing, and the other part's going to go on the yellow stud, which will then kind of lock it into place. But because it's at an angle, it's a little strange. So I'm trying to figure out where these go and how these attach. And each one's going to be a little different. And then on top of that, it looks like there's... Where did these blue ones come from? When did those go on? I don't... Was I supposed to put the... I was. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on. Let's... I missed something here. This is good. Good that I'm seeing this now. These yellow circular ones go here. Yeah, you switch it up. You switch up your content strategy. I'm happier. I'm having a good time, and I've gotten feedback already from viewers that, like, you know, when you go live, like, it's really fun to watch you. You're having a great time, and I'm like, hey, thanks. And that's kind of what I want. I want somebody to be able to click here and be like, hey, that guy's pretty cool. As opposed to like, man, I love this guy. He throws his controller at the wall, and that's silly. Like, that can be fun for so long, but you feel like everyone's doing Galaxy Explorer. You know, it's a really cool build, and I think the nostalgia factor really sells it. Let me pull up. Sorry, camera. Get it nice and centered here. I got it on a really good deal, so that's why I'm building it. And I've thought about that. Crimson Rain. Thanks for coming, by the way. I that brick building community, I'm hoping to get my streamer tag on there soon, somehow. And I think I saw you do. No, you didn't do this. You did you did Bowser around the same time I did Bowser, and then I think you did the question mark block right before or after that, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember, I don't know how I remember this stuff. I have a terrible memory, but I remember that. Hey, hop on a lurk. Thanks for being here, Shiloh. I do appreciate even the lurk. But yeah, that's yeah, okay. I do remember that. So I'm thinking about where I'm gonna display this or how I'm gonna display this. I think it's because it's so wide, right? Like, how do you do this on a shelf? Like, you gotta angle it somehow? Maybe like I don't know. I hear that because there's Technic pieces involved, it's not terrible to like hang, but I'm terrified of the prospect of hanging it. So I'm not too sure what that's gonna be. Hey, cool. VA responsibilities. So for me, that's like voice acting, which I do that's another thing I do in my job now, is I do voiceover work for video trainings, which I've done like 3 times. Yeah. Oh my God. Command strips. What are you doing? I don't know if I could ever trust command strips for my Lego builds. I would, oh man, that is playing with fire. I mean, if nothing's happened yet, I guess that's great, but I would be so terrified of doing that. Power to ya. Okay, so this is where, again, this step is really strange because we have to like attach these to the yellow studs and figure out. So this goes, oh my goodness. Yeah, and it's going to be slightly angled, and then it's going to, hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing. And it's a little tough to see, but I'll show you in the end. This is interesting. They haven't failed thus far. I put quite a few of them on there. I'm trying to think how to start. Oh, interesting. So the Starry Night, I shouldn't assume, I guess, but the Starry Night, maybe that's good feedback. That should the builds have the ability, like especially Starry Night, I feel like there should be some sort of method behind it in the back so that it could hang easy. But if it's all just flat and smooth, you know, in the back with no way to hang, like that would be scary to me. it would just like, I'd get like one of those little like whoop, whoop, wooden things that, like, you know, like a phone could hang on, and like Oh, it has a hanger, but I don't know how much I trust it. I think everybody that has ever dealt with Lego bricks, right? So that's what it looks like, first of all. So what we did here is these. So this red one has a little arm that attaches to this yellow stud. That's the arm right there in the middle of these two yellow studs. So that's how that, instead of this being able to move, that's how it attaches. So that's what we did here with this yellow one. Got the little arm between the yellow studs. This blue one here has the arm between those yellow studs. So now it's nice and sturdy. And we're gonna do that on the other side with these three right here. Yeah, I don't know Astro Canuck. I gotta check them out. But yeah, if it's on the wall, I would assume that it could. But I feel like every Lego builder has had a moment in their life where a Lego build was held incorrectly or in some way, and it fell apart, and they were then the saddest person on ever for that moment in their life. And then I feel like if I were to finish Starry Night and have to hang it up using the Lego approved method, right, I would have these flashbacks. Like my mind would just go back to that moment in my life where that Lego build crashed in the ground and fell into a million pieces. And I honestly, it's funny enough for me, is that moment did happen, and it was when I was little. It was a Lego space build from the 90s. I could probably find the exact build, and it was a huge, kind of like Galaxy Explorer. I gotta find that build, but it was white and blue. It was that white and blue era of Lego space after the red and black era of Lego space. And my sister was mad at me and she picked it up like she was going to throw it, and I was like, no, don't do it. I was so sad as a little boy, right? And she was like, I'm gonna do it, and she gripped it too hard and accidentally fell apart in her hands, and it crashed on the ground. And I was like, you did it. And to this day she was like, I didn't mean to do that, it was a complete accident. And luckily none of the bricks were lost. It was able to be recovered. I did finish the build, and she was very apologetic that happened. She was babysitting me too, so sisters, right? I have a really good relationship with my sister, but when you're growing up, stuff happens, disagreements and whatnot. But yeah, and since then I feel like when I hang Starry Night, if I had to hang Starry Night, there'd be that moment where I would be, okay, never mind, these don't go here, they go. Actually, let me build this properly. Okay, and then we'll put it up. If I go to hang Starry Night, right, I'd hold it, and I'd have it on the screw, hanging it as Lego intended, and I'd just have this choir playing in the background, and it'd be flashbacks slowly coming by me of that Lego space slowly falling to the ground. The surprised look on my sister as it's crumbling in her hands and falling out of her hands, and me, my little young self going, no, and everyone's like, dude, are you okay? It's the room's quiet, and I'm holding Starry Night, and I'm like yeah, I'm fine, sorry. It turns into this super dramatic movie reference. Where? Oh, the other one I put on improperly. We have to take it off. Cool. Luckily that went okay. I'm scared because there's these. These I feel are spares, which is fine, but these two yellow ones, I'm scared they belong somewhere, and I've missed where they go. They could be in the next step. They are. Whew. Okay. Thank goodness. You ever have that moment where you the bags always usually have a couple extra pieces in there just in case, but sometimes you'll get something like this with two very specific pieces that are just here, and you're I don't know, two of these in the spares. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't want to cry. I want to love, and I gotta worry too, because I have a 5-year-old son, and Of course, Lego is super cool for him, and we endorse that, right? He actually loves Lego Super Mario, and we have a lot of those upstairs. Actually, half of them aren't even built yet. I could do a stream where I just like build the heck out of tons of Lego Super Mario kits. We could make that March. We could like Mario March extravaganza where we're just building tons of the Mario sets. I want to say at least 6 upstairs that are unopened. We could do that. That's a thing, unless I find something really cool. Yeah, I would if I were to come home. So like Starry Night, right? I'd have to put it like high up, where he couldn't get his hands on it, because it's one of those things that he'd see and he'd be like, "That is cool, and I want it in my hands right now." And that would just be concerning to me. It would have to go high up enough where it's not in his hands. Though I don't even know what the heck I'm gonna do about Galaxy Explorer, because this is also a set that he's gonna wanna. I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna see it on the ground in a million pieces. That movie scene comes back. Galaxy Explorer becomes the new Lego set from my youth that that one moment with my sister, and my son will just be like, "I tried to fly it." Ravenclaw want to have. Oh no. Kittens. Cats explain so much. I get that. Luckily I have rabbits, and they have zero interest. I shouldn't say that. If we were to leave Lego on the ground, they might nibble on it, but nothing too crazy. So that's bag 3, actually. Where did this come? What? That is not what you want to see when you pick up your. Oh my goodness. Oh geez. Okay. Interesting. So these still ambulate? Really? No, they shouldn't. They should not. This is bad. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Why doesn't this want to line up? Okay, we have to fix this. Oh boy. Oh, okay, that one's good. That one's good. We're good. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Oh, crisis averted. Yo, J-Man. Yeah, when they're loose. Well, that was quite a moment there. Warman, J-Man, all the mans. Hello. Sorry, if you're just tuning in, I picked this up to show off bag 3. This is through bag 3 right here, and there was a random piece underneath, like, uh-oh, something happened. But we fixed it. Here it is, bag 3, Galaxy Explorer. And that means it's time for bag 4. So, Doobots here. We got John Space Person. We got Jack Galaxy. And we got Doobot. It's time for more Lego noises. Oh man, you gotta, when you Crimson, oh hold on, we gotta do the Lego noises. Here we go. So bag 4, got quite a bit of kind of plates and studs. Looks like more wing stuff. We've got one smaller bag in it. So there it is. And here we go, Lego noises, everyone. There you go. The favorite, that's the best part of the stream. It's the Lego noises. So when you finish that hang, I'd love to ping me, please. I want to see it on the wall. I want to see your bravery in action. We got the little bag here. Let's put this over the big bag, but I want the smaller pieces to be back here, because then my belly might bump them, and then we'd have big problems. Let's see what we got here. So we've got cool little triangle clear studs here. Love that red. Whenever there's translucent pieces, I get excited. There's more red. The treehouse build. Oh man, when you miss something subtle like that, or you ever get to the end of a big step, like a big collection of steps, and then at the end of it it says ×2, and you're like, if only you. Oh, I'm not on your Discord. I think I follow you through the Brick Builders Discord, the gray server with the BB. You can link your Discord here. That's fine. I don't mind if you want to, if it lets you. I don't know if my bots do weird things sometimes, so if it doesn't, I apologize. But you're free to link that. My bots have been known to they take matters into their own hands, and we have to figure that out. Or you could DM me on Discord. I'm also there. I'm right in the stream channel. Yeah, J-Man, we're not too sure is a human, so there's that too. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'll have to get to it afterward because I've got this table is in front of my desk, which then has my monitors, so I have to I'm a little too old to get in there. All right. I'm getting to that age, I think, where I have problems, and I'm like, oh no, like, I don't think this is just illness. This is just what old feels like. This is just what old is. That's all I am. Okay, so this is kind of cool. We're building this. So this is a neat piece. I'm going to call this the A, right? I'm assuming that's kind of the correct term here. The A frame. It's got studs. It's like a 4x1 stud on both sides with a little plate in the middle. It's hard to see my you know what? I have one light that's faced funny. Let me angle it down a little. I'll probably illuminate the studs a little better. It didn't. Oh, barely. There we go. Yeah, it did. Good. My one lamp was like. Usually I don't have it pointed directly at me because then I turn into a ghost. But I have to like tilt it down slightly, and right now it was like staring at the ceiling. So it's a little brighter now in here. Hooray! Awesome. I will join that when I'm done here. I don't know how long I'll be streaming today. If Warman is here, Warman, how's the EV life? It's the easiest way to start a convo with you. I know that. I heard you were Are you still driving to Virginia soon? Did that happen already, or is that still going to Virginia? Where are you going? You're like driving halfway across the United States to pick up a car. That's what I think I read. There it is. That was hard to find in that bag. I appreciate that. I will join, and I will say hello. Okay, so we made obviously some sort of wing contraption here, and I'm assuming this is going to be like the other bag where we put oh yeah, it's right here. This step, that's literally right in front of me. Oh, we're using the cool studs, mirror. So, you know what else we could do, J-Man? I thought about while you were gone is maybe we could do get on the multiplayer games this week. I'll have to figure out my Epic Games account login information. Oh, how do I put stuff? Oh, I'm doing this wrong. How do I do this thing? Well, you do it correctly. That's step 1. Yeah, we could. What? Oh my goodness. This is why. Wait, that makes things worse. What? Huh? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna back up here. Back up. We're backed up. Okay. I was getting fancy, and it did not work in my favor. Ooh, we got little grill tops here. That's fun. I mean, if you're down for it, J-Man, you let me know. I'm going to be a liability in any multiplayer game we play for quite some time, but I'm willing to try. And that's half the battle is showing up. No, well, knowing's half the battle, right? Is that the G.I. Joe? But really, again, okay. But yeah. Oh yeah, you're down. All right, cool. We can make that work. Obviously, Monday we're gonna potentially continue this, depending on how many bags we get done today. I'm honestly hoping for 4 bags today, so that way the final stream is 3 bags. So it'll be 2 bags, then 4 bags, then 3 bags, and then bam, Galaxy Explorer. Pow! Done. All right, there we go. That's how that's supposed to go. And now we attach it. I see. I was doing it like trying to build it on this thing. Wait, now it's not. What? Oh. Jeez. The worst today. What is wrong with me? That power nap really messed with my mental acuity. That's today's word. Tuesday team play. Tuesday's a bad day. Thursday team day. We could keep the TT going, but it'd be Thursday. Tuesday's tough because Tuesday my office days at Lego Corp, Lego Systems Inc. Oh no. You don't have is it small? Like how small are the holes? Like stud sized? What? I'm trying to think of how like we're talking like oh man, like studs here? Like that those are the holes? So that'd be real tiny. I feel that. Like what screw would be sturdy enough but small enough? I feel like that's scary. Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday are my office days at Lego, and that gets tough for me because I wake up super early Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. So streaming Tuesday night is normally out because not only did I get up early on Tuesday morning, but I have to get up early on Wednesday morning. So I'm kind of beat in that Tuesday night. That Tuesday night spot's a very big like recharging night for me. Like I gotta take it easy because this old man can't be up late Fortnighting on a Tuesday night. And yeah, I have to be at the office. I don't have to be. I can work whenever I want, but I like to get to the office very early on the days I go into the office because then I get to leave early. I put in my time and I get out. So I usually get to the office around 7:45. So I'm out of my house by like 6:50 every morning to get there for like 7:45-ish. And then that means I can leave at 3:45 and then not deal with insanely bad traffic. It's kind of bad traffic by 4 o'clock in Hartford. And that's if I'm worried if I streamed and gamed Mountain Dew gamed hard into the night, that would affect my ability to get to work early enough to not have to sit in an extra hour of traffic after work, which I believe is a fair point. I need a 1x3. Where are you? There you are. Found you. Sorry that we're getting to the point in the build where it's hard to keep it all on camera. There we go. That Starry Night's got me anxious. I'm not gonna lie. I actually have a coworker looking to get that set, and we're building this backwards this time. And that's one we haven't seen in the damaged section of the Lego building yet, and it's usually how we buy our sets. We get them at a hefty discount when they're in the damaged section. So Starry Night is probably also one that any employee would see and jump on right away. So you'd have to get really lucky to get your hands on it. I lucked out because my coworker saw this and damaged, and he knew I wanted one, so he picked it up for me. That's how you know you got a G. That's how you got a true friend. I gotta look at the back of Starry Night. Now I'm very intrigued by this. Boo-boo. How many times do I do this? Okay, 2 of them. Oh, there we go. Now it's the white stud. 1x1 stud. Boo-boo. That should be enough. And then we do it this way. And then it goes on this. And it's the right size. I actually did it right this time. Yay! There's no way it's 16 pounds. Right? We're going to learn. Today, we're going to learn a very valuable lesson. I kind of like how these... I'm most intrigued by these red grippy arms in the wing. And what's that gonna do? What? And there's a blue stud right under it. I don't know if I can get the camera. Yeah, you can kind of see the blue there. Okay, I wonder what that's going to be. So, can one command strip? How does this work? One command strip can do 16 pounds. Oh, I'm supposed to put plates on top of these. And yeah. Okay. So if you had 2 command strips, theoretically, you could do 32 pounds. I wouldn't, but I'm just wondering. Like, I'm gonna have to do this someday, so I'm gonna need to know what the science of a command strip is. I think what happens to me is we've used command strips for like my kids' school bags. We put them near the door, and they've fallen before. So I think I have trust issues even with command strips. But I'm willing to try. I mean, the worst that could happen, as adult Lego builder, right? You never want your build to fall apart. We're a different breed of Lego enjoyer. And we don't, kids see Lego stuff fall apart and like, yeah, all right, let's rebuild it. Like, I think back to that space station that I built as a child with, that my sister accidentally chucked. And like, to me, it's like, oh, I can build it, and that's okay. It sucks for a minute, but as a kid, you're like, hey, now I just have to build it again. But as an adult, you're like, oh, like if I came home and Bowser was on the ground in a million pieces, I would be like, oh man, Bowser's 22 bags. I'd be like, we're doing something here. I don't know what yet, but we got a moving arm alert here. Whoa. Okay. I would be very sad if I came home and Bowser was on the ground. That would be catastrophic. Are these the same? So we want 6 on one side, and we want more on the other. I think, do I have a longer one? I do. There we go. That's what we're doing. This is one of those moments where you're like, what in the heck am I doing here? What is this thing I'm about? It's funny because there's so much like longness to this thing that you build these like super long things, and you're like, okay, I feel like I'm just putting random stuff. Like, sometimes I feel like master builders, when they're making these sets, it's like a fever dream. Like they put, I'll show you at the end of this, right? So they've got this, and then they got this. We got more of these little yellow studs, so it looks like we're about to do something like we did in that last step, where we're combining something on the build to plug into these here, and I'm ready for that life, I guess. So like the think of the master builder, right? They're like, oh, I'm putting the wings on the ship, and they're just like, and they bring this out, and they're like, perfect. Like somebody walking by would be like, what is this? What? They pick it up and they're like, what are we doing? Like, I don't understand. Like, why is there red and yellow? Like, what is this little armed thing for? Like, you would never know, but to like a master builder, this is some crucial, crazy piece to the. Oh, it's going on the front. Okay, so this goes on this side, and the red goes all the way up here, and it attaches. Looks like it's supposed to attach here. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's a clear red in the front there, and I think this clear red here is going to attach to that, and then that lines up, that checks out. There you go. Depends on how big the set is, and I do equal command strips on all. So yeah, I would like Starry Night would be like 4 on the top, and then maybe like a couple on the sides near the bottom, so it's like 2 on the bottom that are like inward, and then 4 on the top. No less than 6 command strips going on that bad boy right there. Water was kind of in my way off camera up here, so. All right, so we're doing another one. Oh, no. We're doing the arm thing again. Yep, that's exactly what's happening here. And then the yellow stud. And then the yellow with the frying. We call this, I don't know what this is called. I want to call it the frying pan. Oh, no. Which piece? Hopefully it wasn't a big piece. That's the worst. We lost a spare piece, so we call this little guy Dewbot right here for Mountain Dew, because he's got little cups. And I had a spare, one of those poker pieces, the red ones that are just a stud on one side and a small, like the Technic things that poke into the Technic things. And like I put it in there, and he had his little Code Red Mountain Dew, but fell out. Now he has some sort of unidentified gray beverage. That's Dewbot. I don't know, it fell behind my printer, which is like the twilight zone of my computer setup, so Dewbot lost his Code Red. Sorry, Dewbot. It was a terrible, terrible day Happened last night, actually. Last night? Maybe 2 nights ago. So we're doing this again, where we're kind of like plugging in and really like getting that thing solid onto the, yeah, that looks good. And the yellow one, okay, here it is. It goes, yep, behind. It's so wild to me. Like, look at that. The fact that the Lego build has a, like, piece that's not aligned with all the other studs. It's at an angle. And it looks like that in the directions, too. Like, it looks out of place a little bit. Okay, so obviously we're going to do that on the other side now. And it looks like we're nearing the end of this bag here. We're about to be on bag 5. Which is super cool. Super cool. Bag 5. Bag 5. I'm excited for bag 5. Bag 9 looks really easy too. So I'm hopefully if these bags keep flying, I don't know. We finish Galaxy Explorer today? Question mark? Can we do it? Can it happen? Another funny thing that you can't see right now is the way I have this camera set up, the top one, is it's my normal camera that's on my monitor, but I pull it up and I stack it on a bunch of books. And the top book that it's on right now is this one. One of my favorite books, actually. It's a really good, like, you know, personal book, but it's just funny that, like, I keep looking over and it's like telling me, hey, stop giving a fuck, you know? Okay, man. I'm doing my best. Oh, now I screwed it up. Oh, no, don't you do that. Good enough. Close enough. Yeah. So, funny stream things. You behind the scenes on streamers, like setups, it's normally really, there's usually some funny quirks. And that's mine today. That's the book that's holding up, that's the crux of this setup, is that one book. It's a good book too. Has riveting chapters like "You Are Not Special." I think that's one of the chapter names. All right, and then this one uses the grill. We got the grill on this one. I don't think there was a grill on the first one. At least I hope not. Oh no, wait, no, we're building it. Okay, we never mind. This is different. Yep. And then a Tui. There it is. Am I gonna? Is the next bag gonna just be the other side? That's interesting. Interesting. Okay, and then this goes right here with the grill near the back. Perfect. In front of the red. Perfect. It's the right length. Perfect length. Oh, J-Man, if you're still here, say something. Because I got something today. And you'd be proud of me. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you if you're still here. Oh, something. Yes. today I went and invested in a brick of Do Zero. 24 big old cans. Oh! I was out. I had to do something. Because it was at Walmart. Real good price. I didn't even know they did 0 in 24 can packs, but they do. If anyone was wondering, they do. DW, do. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that L. So we're building that other wing, and we're in the Master Builder's fever dream again, like we were that first time. 24 count is more expensive. I checked that math, and the 12 pack, as you know, soda's expensive up here for some reason. The 12 pack was like $7 and change, and the 24 was $11. So it was significantly cheaper for the 24 than it was for the 12. So it was substantial. There it is, the fever dream piece once more. Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I don't feel like $11 is a bad. It was $11.40. So Walmart's got weird prices for everything, but it was just under $11.50. And when you think about it, 24 cans for $11.50. It's less than 50 cents a can. I don't have a calculator, nor am I good at math. Math is not my vocation, so I feel like that's less than 50 cents a can, which comes out to be pretty good, I think, right? Did I get swindled by Walmart? Did Papa Walmart get me today? I don't think so. I feel like that was a good deal. I don't do much. I don't shop much, so that was the extent of my shopping life. Okay, we're doing this crazy diagonal thing that goes against my brain waves. Look at that right there. Look at how that's diagonaling. That's a verb. You look it up. It's in the dictionary. Diagonaling. 10. These funny pray. It's like, all right, and after dinner, honey, we do our daily prayers to the starry night on the wall. So what are you talking about? Say, listen, we pray to the mighty 3M that starry night will live to see another day. It's like, I have to go. Thanks for dinner. I would, though. Don't ever miss a day praying to that starry night. So I would be superstitious. I am that person. Oh, this is cool. Now we're doing greats on this one again. 6-pack bottles are 4 for $12 at Food Line. So you get 24 bottles for $12? So I got 12 cans, or I got 24 cans. Oh, wait, 6, 12, yeah, 20. Yeah, so it's about the same. It's about the same. I did okay. I did a do deal today. Please clap. All right, so we're making the underside of the wing. As you can see, we've got these gray flat things going on here. I have a feeling a lot of these will go up here as well, but I'm not doing things in advance. I'm not making assumptions because I'm always wrong and it always backfires. We're not doing that today. Not today. And oh, thank God. Woo! Didn't see that one piece for a second. Oh, I need another one. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a... Oh! Woo! I got scared twice. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I need one more. Uh-oh. These are all... Okay, plates. Unless I... So I'm missing something. I need another 1x2 with the line on it. Alright, did I drop it? We're playing everybody's favorite game. Did I drop it? Did I lose it? Did I put it somewhere? And it's on the do cube, isn't it? This is what I get for sharing the do cube. Alright, we're under the table. I do not see the piece. Alright, so interesting. Lost Lego hunt. It's time to play everyone's favorite game. Alright, so here's the deal. We're missing. Now we can substitute, which we will do for now. With just a plain 1x2 stud. I do have one, and it's a slightly darker gray, which we'll do that for now. If it turns up, then we will replace it, but that's interesting. It goes right on the front too. That's lame. It's up on the wall and holding. It's strong on the wall. It's holding. It's holding. As long as I don't get a random very sad face emoji in an hour, I am your biggest fan and advocate right now. All right, so we need 4 of these. Oh god, and they're going in completely random spots. Okay, so I'm assuming these are spares. They are. We're gonna wait, what? No. Oh, man, I have to do the math now. All right, we're gonna turn it this way. These 4 L studs are going in completely random spots. You got a jet in a few minutes. Where are you even going? I don't want to make assumptions. I don't. You know what? You live your life. And then this one's going back. Oh, are we just? Is that? Yeah. 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 That's weird. That red. So that red grippy thing isn't gripping anything. It's just to put this yellow L shape to. Okay. Well, I expected more. To bed. You know, you don't even fool me, because that could be exactly what you're doing, and that is a reasonable thing to assume. Don't even tell me that's not a reasonable thing to assume. Oh, this is cool. So these, like, corner pieces are going right where these two things meet, so they angle on real good. 3, 4. No. Oh, it does overlap. Oh, this is weird. This is getting funky. I'll show you why in a moment. That's good. That gray piece is really hidden already, so no big. But look at how the plates overlap on the bottom a little bit there. Yeah, that piece is like super gone. Maybe it never even existed. That's okay. Oh, we can check the bag too. It's in the bag! Look! It's in the bag! It was crinkled up. Alright, so we found it. Let's replace it. Pug. Yeah, we found it. We don't need the... Oh, you know what's funny is I've seen so many videos on the Lego manufacturing process as part of onboarding and training at Lego. So it's like when I see something like that, I'm like, no, I don't have that 1 in 800 million. It's not quite that much. J-Man, this is the last thing I need out of you. We're about to build the other John Space Person. What do we name the other John Space Person? Bag 5, by the way. Here's the contents. This one's a bit of a doozy, but we've got our next minifig in there. And it's time for everyone's favorite part. We got 2 little bags in this bag as well. Alright, let's move these up. Michael Saint Atmosphere. Saint Atmosphere. Okay, Michael Saint Atmosphere. We need a way to tell him and John Space Person apart. Oh, don't you do that. Alright, let's double check our bags this time. Yep, we're looking good. Bag 5. Okay. Michael, alright, so we're building Michael Saint Atmosphere here. And we, nope, we need his little oxygen tank. And then, alright, so we need a way to differentiate them. I wonder. Yeah, so here's John Space Person. I feel like we should put John... You know, I'm going to put John Space Person in the build. Maybe it's a bad idea, but we're going to put John Space Person. We're going to put Jack Galaxy in the front row, too. And then... Oh, come on, buddy. And then Michael Saint Atmosphere is going in the back row on the left. His helmet's also a little crooked, and I'll leave it that way. So we'll always know who Michael Saint Atmosphere is. He never really put his helmet on right. There we go. So we're building. Gosh, it looks like the front of the very front. We're building a little front piece right here. No translucent pieces in this bag. No crazy cool look. I mean, there are some cool like slope pieces, but and then some Technic pieces. We've got these like tubes with like little dupes cut out of them, little doopies, little whoops. All right, so let's get rolling here. Let's figure this out. Here we go. Bag 5. How long have we been going? Only an hour 17, and we're through 3 bags already. Wow. We're actually making really good time today. I'm feeling jazzed up. I'm feeling great. Oh, there is a cool piece in this bag. Where is that? What? Hold on. I want to show this off. Here it is. Look at this. So, 1x2 with a hole in it with a plate randomly in the middle in front of where the hole is. What is this? This is another Master Builder fever dream right here. That's kind of cool. Alright. Yeah, Michael Saint Atmosphere isn't quite right in the head. I think his backstory can be that he ran out of oxygen once and hasn't been quite the same since. But since they're already light years away from the planet Earth, you know, they're kind of stuck with Michael Saint Atmosphere and all of his quirks. So, wait, what? Oh, okay. So we have these 1x2s with the holes under them. The step got, like, a lot of stuff happens in it. And it was like, well, how did we get all that going on? All right, we've got the blue big boys. And these go through all the way. Kind of creates that, you know, poles on both sides. I don't even know the Lego term for, you know, whatever these are, the pokers. But, you know, pokers. As a Lego employee, I bring shame to my namesake, not knowing their AFOL term, which I'm sure there is one. There is an internal Lego glossary of what AFOLs call all the pieces, but it's absolutely massive. It is unrealistically large to know what all those pieces Like what they're all called. Like I would fail a quiz. Even if I studied, I would fail a quiz on what all the names of pieces are. It's incredible. It's a testament to how incredible the AFOL community is, honestly, but it's also like unbearably huge to have to learn all of those things. And then is it just... Yeah, okay, so it's just the ends. This is the front. Oh my. Oh goodness. Oh goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Okay, there we go. And then so there you have it. The front of the space ship. Ooh, des. My phone just went off. Who is it? Okay, yeah. Hold on one moment. Oh no. Hold on. This is how I read my chat, and it just broke because I sent a text message. I made the mistake of sending a text message. All right. So we built this, and then this goes this way. Then we put this on it. So now we got a little fire. Pew, 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 okay. We've had our fun. Now it attaches to the front. So that crazy piece that has the thing at the stud in the middle just goes right on the blue end here. And we're just, okay, that's it. There you have it. The front of the Galaxy Explorer is on. Just like on the box. Whoa! Okay, so now what are we doing here? Oh, cool. We're starting to actually hide all of this understuffings, underneathies, under crazies. So there you go. Hope y'all didn't just hear my tummy rumble. Because it did. Alright. Oh, cool. We're putting one of these, but backwards. Whoa! And then... Oh my god. Forwards? We're doing some crazy backwards forwards on these little V-shaped things. Look at that. It's kind of neat. It's like forwards, backwards, forwards. Creates like a little plate in the middle there. Okay. And then okay. This is what I get for mixing the little bags with the big bags. I deserve this. Let me get the big plates out of the way. Just give me a little breathing room here. What I'm looking for is those little slopes. Those 1x2 slopes. Here's one. And it goes... So it faces forward like that. Okay. Okay, and we need one more. It should be like closer to the up here. I don't think it'd be... There's another plate. Ooh, these plates are cool. They have flat, like a U stud in a U shape or a C shape. I don't know. Depends on your frame of mind there. There's a lot of wing shapes in this bag too. I have a feeling we're gonna really start plugging it up here. Where are you? 1x2. Ah, found you. I did not. I believed. Okay, so put the wings on. 4. 1. Okay, we did that. Yep. We got the 2. We got the 1. Okay, what's this one plate? Where's that going? Ah, behind, right here. Okay. There we go. Oh man, it's really coming together. Oh yeah, it's really coming together. Okay, cool. Okay. And now we're putting a plate. This one. Yes. Okay. In the front here. And that's just like the box. Oh man, we're like finalizing the front of the Explorer right now. This is super cool. This is super cool. We're getting little grates here because we got our exhaust and our engine up front. And then this is cool. We're using more of these V-shaped plates here. And we're putting a grill in the middle of two of these front and back. This is cool. This is the kind of thing like when I was a kid making weird stuff with Lego. This is like a total me move right here. Like putting the exhaust like that. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then a plate, 2x3 plate. Is that the whole step for the? Yeah, it is. Oh, okay. I really love how this kind of comes up and then it's flat. I was really wondering, because on the box you can really tell there's this really neat, like, oh man, better to do that with this cam. So it's just this really neat, like, design on the, this is hard to do on looking at a camera, right here. And I was really wondering how that came together, and this is how we figured it out. And it's really cool to see in person and feel and like look at. It's just so interesting to look at. I love it. I love it. Good looks. Oh man. So this you can kind of see on camera. Steps is like a full-blown view of the whole dang thing, and pieces are going in random spots all over it. So this step's gonna take a minute, which is okay. Oh man, we're putting like little studs even in random spots. So okay, first of all, let's point. Oh no! Please! I don't want the flashbacks. Okay, so we're putting these yellow studs right here, and on the other side on this red piece, and it fell in between. Okay, come on. Oh, cool. Gotcha, kiddo. All right, and we put the blues next to it. Those are done. Good. I feel like that's the hard part of this step. And then John Space Person, Jack Galaxy, Michael St. Atmosphere. They're hanging out in the cockpit already. Yeah, and then where are we putting? Is it the back? Oh man, we're covering all this in the back now. Okay. We need three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Where do we begin? Right on the edge. Wow. This is great. This is cool. 1, 2. This has that not straight brick in it. Will it fit? Oh, it did! Yes! Oh, we did it right. Oh man, that's been worrying me for a hot second. Well, let's not speak too soon here. Wait a minute. Oh, thank God. Okay. It's like, it's the wrong way. I was terrified. Okay. Ah! Yes, even though they're curvy, they still fit perfectly. That's awesome. I'm super happy. Oh, that was scary. I was heckin' scared, everyone. And now I am no longer. I am vindicated. Oh, we're putting these cool C-shape, U-shape, C-shape, U-shape. Is it? Yeah. Is it that? Oh, I did it backwards. Oh my God. Of course. Oh! I have to keep going. Hopefully, till Steven comes back. So, Steven's lurking today, and Okay, so 2 of those, 3 of those, 2 of those. Where are those going? So these are in this step too. Where? Ah, I think right here. Yes. Okay. Ship explode. Yeah. I think this goes, and then it's just like that one like generic explosion animation. The stream just cuts off. My Discord account's gone. The Discord server's eliminated. It's like, what the heck? What just happened? What just happened? All right, so that was that. So that was a cool. Look at this. We're like covering up all the. Look at it. It's starting to look like a ship instead of a crazy, colorful amalgamation of nonsense. All right, so here, this is like the biggest bag yet. I feel like. I mean, it isn't because it doesn't have all the cool, subtle detail. But this is a bag telling you right now, like, yeah, we're cleaning this up. We're moving. This is moving. We're moving and grooving and beep bop, boop boop, beepity bop, beepin' boopin'. I have no idea what I just said. I'll be completely honest with you. I probably insulted J-Man in his native robot tongue. In some way. How dare you? You're lucky you're not on planet Robototron. That gets you killed. Alright. These go here. I mean, they fit. I don't want to push it down yet till I'm sure. And then this 3x3 goes here, right? And that's where we want 4 exposed and 1 exposed. Yep. Okay. This is scary to put down because it connects on so many spots that if I were to have to peel that off, it would be an absolute nightmare. So I wanted to be absolutely sure that it was not, yeah, right. It wasn't gonna have to be yanked off because that would be a super sad moment. Okay, so there's that. So we did 4 of those, 2 of those. Oh, I did not do 2 of these. So we got a 1x4 with the studs on one side. So we gotta put this somewhere. And there it is. Okay, on the side of the ship, where the end of the wing is, where we're eventually gonna do. Okay, so that goes. So we're gonna probably build that in bag 6. If I just look at these cool jets. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. This is getting so good, so fast. It's all like, it's just like happening. It's happening right now. I have no. So this step also needs 1 of each of these, and this I'm completely lost on. Where? Oh, right here. Yes. Oh, we found it. In such a subtle random spot too. That is so, like, how are you gonna see that? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Like, look at all this nonsense going on in this step, and you have to be able to see that they go right there. In this whole thing, it's, you know what? It's a lot hard. I think it's not hard for anyone else, but maybe I'm just special. All right, so these are going down. Okay. So they're going to line up with... Yep. Again, we're going to like quadruple check here. Because it is like connected. These would be impossible to have to get off. So we want to be quintuple sure. Alright, so we're using the last of these 2. Okay, this goes here. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, look at this. It's getting all flat and I'm so happy. Okay, those two. Okay, we need these for this step. Oh, I feel energy in my fingertips right now. I'm so jazzed. Okay, so we're working on the end of the wing here. So we're doing stuff down here. That's where we are. Okay, so this goes behind the thing, and then another 2x3 plate goes here. Same on this side. And a 2x3 plate. Where are you? There you are. Ha! Ha! Look at this. Oh, look at how cool. I'm so excited. And the back still goes up and down. Ah! This is great. And these are supposed to be exposed still. I have a feeling they're going to get covered though. Yep. Okay, so now it wants it to be angled a bit this way. And we need 4 of these. Oh, 8 of these. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. And then 4. We're doing like the little banners. I don't know what flag is. Yellow, black, yellow. I'm sure it's no flag, but that's the Space Force. Okay. Yellow, black, yellow. Almost looks like it's not Germany, but I feel like almost resembles Germany. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know anything about flags. That's the more likely outcome. Okay, so these go. It might be easier to do these first. So it looks like they go right here. Lines up. Yep. And then these go. Okay. Yep. That's the way to do it. And they're covering up stuff. Why did I? Those random yellow studs we did in the last bag. They get covered up here. Like, what a weird random detail. Holy cow. This is getting so good so fast. Oh, it looked like nothing a bag ago. Now it's all ship looking. That's the term and I'm sticking with it. It's all ship looking. Okay, so this goes like this. Yeah, question mark? Yeah. Alright, now we need 8. Oh man, 8 of these. So this is a very particular step because we're putting some detail in and it needs to be pretty exact. We got 8 of these little studs that go. It's a ship. The ship looks like a ship. I can't believe it. It's almost like I got what I paid for here. But the fact that it this is such a magical moment. And the same thing happened with Bowser. For so many bags, you build the base in the first 4 bags of Bowser, right? And then you kind of spend the next few bags building the core and the mechanics of Bowser, what's happening in his body, and you don't really get that feeling, that payoff. That's something that you're doing something substantial, and then it just hits you. Once you realize you're done with the body and you start building the head, even the head was a strange thing for a while as well. But even then, it's when it finally starts to come together, it's and that's this bag in this build. This is the moment where you're I'm looking at a ship. I'm not looking at a weird assortment of colors inside of a foundation. It's ship looking now. Oh wait, 4 of these. Wherever these go. Alright, so in the front, looks like they go here and here, right? Yeah. And they're all referenced by the front one. So the inner yellow one stud out. Yep, okay, there it is. That was easier to do than I thought. It looked a lot more complex. So we put like little flat studs near the space flag, whatever that is. It's sturdy now too. Like it's got a little heft to it. Hey, oh, okay. Hey, take care. If I finish, I'll post pics. I feel like, man, we're only an hour 40 in. What time is it? 5:45. I feel like we can get this done by 7. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right. This flat. And this. That was a nice snap. I also like when Lego pieces give you that nice bow once in a while. Don't explode it. No promises. That I cannot guarantee. If I know me, and I do. Oh, we're doing the side of the wing here now. Alright, so we're angling this. And then it goes up. Oh man, look at how this fits. So there's a diagonal here. And then we got these studs in the front, right? And then this, look at that. Yeah, it fits just like perfect on the side there. The angles all line up. That's cool. And like the red stud is on the side there. Oh, this would be so cool to display like at an angle. All right. So now we're doing one on the other side. Love that. You can really get a good snap when you put 2 flats together. Oh, I guess these are spares too. Okay, and this is gonna go on this wing on this side. Bag 5. Wow, it's really starting to come together. Bag 6. Oh, we're finally using this plate that was just in the box. And it literally just goes in the back. Okay. I was expecting it to be a little more exciting, but I'll deal. Bag 6. A very small bag, actually. Smaller than the others. Got a lot of blue, gray, white in it. Time for the fun part. The ASMR of the stream. We do have one tiny bag in bag 6 as well. A lot of tiny pieces in this bag. Probably a lot of finer detail that's going on the top of the ship here, which is kind of cool. We do have 2 different translucent studs here, a red and a green, which is kind of cool. Love seeing those. Easy to spot. All right, and there should be a white Technic piece. Let me get these big plates out of the way. There it is. I think this is a Technic piece. All right, so we have this. And we flip it over and we put this on one side of it. That's it. That's the hole. Wait, it goes in the holes. Okay, not between the holes. There it is. And then this goes here. It doesn't attach though, which is so weird. I don't know quite what it's... Oh, does this go down? That's what it does. It goes down, not up. Okay, I don't know what this is going to do, though, for me. For now, we just need to place it there, I guess. Okay, yeah. I need to move this in. Hold Let me get these pieces moved over. Move that in a little so top cam can see. That's where that black plate went. We're on a journey together. Ooh, we're putting a lot of blue down here. Oh, we're starting this like back cabin area. Okay. Okay, so these both go. Ooh. So one. Okay, so these 1x2s go here. Oh, we're layering on layers here. And then this goes here. And then this goes right behind it. Getting the easy ones done. And we get a long stud thingy-doo behind that. One more 1x2s. I feel like Steven's going to come back and it's going to be done. And be like, yeah, so we start with the base and then we drew the rest of the owl. It's going to be like one of those situations where he's like, damn, I go take one nap. And then you finish the Galaxy Explorer. Be like, yeah, I guess. Cool. That's still working. All right, so 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, and then the foot. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. Now we have these cool things. These kind of like plates that have a little slope to them, and these are going right here. Oh, there are 4 of them. And they all connect. I like the gold. I feel like that's a piece that comes in gold, and that's the gold bar. The gold bar setup for Lego. I feel like I've seen those before. It's gold bars. 10. Oh man, we got to put 10 of these, 10 more of these blue slopey studs in the step. I'm whizzing right now. I'm feeling we're hitting the groove in a big way. Then there's a gray. Yep, these robot heads. I don't know what to call these. I feel like my strange oh, what? We got a black air tank? That's gonna go somewhere. We got all sorts of craziness in this bag. Should have another one of these though. There are these wing pieces that can be covering up other pieces, so I gotta be careful. This is a neat thing too. Oh, that's probably where the air tank's gonna go. It's like spare air tanks going there. Do I need 2? I do. So we need to find that other air tank. Oh, it's up here. Okay. My microphone was covering it up from my field of view. All right, so we did 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, 4 of those, and now we need the 10 studs. All right, so 4, 6, 8, 10, just enough. And they're going to go kind of like connecting to this blue area. Here, and then this here, this here. Yep. Okay. So there's 6 of them, and then around the blue, the robot head, the drum, oil drum. I don't know, whatever you want to call that. I feel like it's more fun when you give pieces neat names. Cool. And next we will, I think that's the whole step actually. Yeah, it is. Cool. Moving on. Okay, we need 4 of the slopes with studs. Ski boots. I would call these ski boots if I were in charge of Lego Group. which I'm not. If I were a master builder. It's kind of exciting. We're moving to Boston in a few years, and there's going to be a lot more like stuff happening with Lego Group in Boston, and it'd be really interesting to see what I can kind of be exposed to being up there. It is going to be a bit of a haul, but I'm really hoping my department follows them, the rest of Lego Group, to Boston, because I really want to stay and make all that work, you know? Okay, now we have, whoa, which one are these? Yeah, it's this one. This little like circular stud with a grippy boy on the end, or a little bar. I should have two. They're gray, right? Yep, there's the other. I feel like we're setting up the schematics for what eventually becomes like the holding area. We might need some sort of clipping, stuff that clips to other things. Oh, I think the engine clips onto this. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Look at these things. Oh, I can't wait to build them. This is exciting. Can you tell I'm hype right now? All right. So, building two of these. And they're just stacking up. Oh, I love when I can start seeing the stuff on the box right in front of me. Look at that. Oh, man, I'm so excited. And it's cool because we're like flying through the pages here. We got another tip. The astronauts' beds are designed so they can lie down without taking their air tanks off. That's a cool fun fact. And there you have it, the next fun fact. Thanks for the free content, Lego. Alright, so these get a gray, and then a second gray, and then two of these, and then three of the gold bars, the white gold bars. I guess this is their pillows. There's the pillow on top there. We gotta build two of these, so let me do that. The white gold bar. Wait, do I? Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then where? Some good Lego noises there for you. 2 beds, and then they go here. It's kind of cool that the beds are. I didn't even know there were beds in this. You can kind of see there's like a little area. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Cool, that's that step. Okay, now we're doing 2 pokers in the holes. Yeah. Oh boy, they stick out? No, they do not. Okay, they go in all the way. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, did I just... Oh, I just locked it in. These don't ambulate anymore. Okay. Yeah, all right. Oh, well, they ambulate when you break them. Uh-oh. There we go. Whew! That was scary for half a second, but not anymore. All right, so now we're back to the way back here. Kind of take stock here and move everybody in a little. Okay. So we're building these white things now. Okay, so that goes here, here. We're going to build 2 of these by the looks of it. And then one has a poker in, one has a poker. Yeah, they just need their pokers to be facing opposite and inward. the whole step. That's the whole step. All right. So we're going to put this to the side for just a moment and build the spare oxygen tank by the looks of it. So we got some sort of hot and cold water faucets here. We've got, oh man, I wish J-Man were here. We've got our code red, our code red faucet and our original dew faucet. There they are. You know, I gotta take a picture of this. You won't want to miss this step. Okay. I had to. They go inside of here, but okay. So how does this work? Alright, there should be a... Wait. Okay, here's the top part. That part I can do. Okay, and it shuts. And then, somehow this sticks out? How does this stick out? Okay, so this just... Oh, they're flashlights. Okay, so this just goes in like this. This is like their survival pack. And then the red one goes on top. And then the... Wait, what? Oh, this just shuts. Okay. And then we build a second one for... Okay. Okay, for just the air tank. It goes in, air tank down. There we go. Whew. We're going to call those dew faucets, even though they're flashlights. Okay. And then these, okay, they face outward. Right? Yeah, they open outward. So when you're out in space, you can access them. And then, oh, this stuff has us using all 8 of these. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Don't hyperventilate. Oh, it's one piece. I was looking for like a slope with then an end piece. It's one piece. Okay. Whew. That's fooled me for a second. The build just new boot goofing on me there. And then we put them on the inside. This. And that's that right there. Okay, we're back to building on here, so let me move this in. 8, 1, 1. Yep, that's it. All right, now we need 8 of these clippy boys. Right? 8. Yep. There should be 4, 6, 7, 8, which is a 1x2, but it's got a clip instead of a stud in one spot. And these go. This is not. Oh man, it went skittered all the way up to the front of the. That scared me for a split second. I think the engines are going to mount on... Yeah, they are. Oh, this is going to look so damn cool. Golly. Cool. All right. Looks like we're doing some finer details here. All right. one of these, which is those, 1x2s with a more going on under. All right, and we're building. This is interesting. So, okay, forward, one down, and then the one that does this, which is a stud with 2 hooks, 1x2 with 2 hooky things on the side, and then we get a plate, a little seat plate, the hamburger grill underneath, and then a pole. That's it, and then it goes right here. Oh, and it's attaching to that hook that I talked about earlier. Sneaky. And now we're doing it again, but on the other side. Awesome. Hooks, the seat, the hamburger grill, and then the antenna, I guess we can call that. And then it goes... Oh, we're turning the ship around. Please don't blow up. We knew it would happen. And it goes down. There we go. And this step has us... Ooh, I was supposed to do this in the last step too. Just put this poking outward. We have a lot of spare stuff going on here. Yeah, what? We got 2 spare hamburger grills? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no, they have a home on the edge here. Are these, I believe, 2 spare translucent studs? Really? Yeah, there they are in that step. And then... Yeah, cool. All right. Bag 7. Oh, we're building our last space person. You know what I'm doing with the studs right away. Giving them to Doobot. But they don't clip into the cup really well. We're just going to have to be super careful. Doobot has Original Do and Code Red now. Oh, Crimson Rain. A-frame cabin back order Lego site. I just saw that for the first time so I'm in a contact center for Lego, and we have it built. I actually also got to see Rivendell in person. The A-frame is awesome. I live, my wife has family in the Pocono Mountains, and there's a lot of A-frame cabins in the mountains. So when I saw the A-frame build, I was super excited because it's like they really nailed the spirit of the A-frame cabin. I got to get a picture of Doobot for J-Man. Here, hold on. He's going to be so pumped. Okay. A-frame cabin, I didn't realize was on back order. That's a really neat set, though. Yeah, I think I've seen that on Reddit, actually. That people have put the A-frame cabin with the treehouse and like used, some green leafy tree assets to like put them together, and I've seen that. And it's super neat. All right, we're on bag 7. Oh man, this is normally where I was gonna stop, but we're so close. I think we're just going to hammer it through and finish Galaxy Explorer today. As you can tell, we've got our really cool cockpit holders here. Woo! I hope your Discord call was okay, by the way. I always worry when I hear people have calls. We have 2 mini bags in here. And here we go, the ASMR. The best part. The bag is empty. Oh, this bag is so cool. All right, so not only do we have these crazy awesome... They're okay, yeah, they definitely feel really solid. Look at that, there they are. We also have, like, neat printed pieces in here. Oh, you can't see it now. Here's one. Here they are. Look at that. Look at all those printed pieces with all the little boop, boop, beep. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Y'all can pretend like you don't make sound effects playing with Lego sets. I know the truth. We need a name for our final space person. We've got John Space Person, Jack Galaxy, Michael Saint Atmosphere. We need a... name for our last space person. Printed pieces. Yeah, I know. You know what's funny? Oh, you know what? I have it upstairs. I should run really quick and show you what I got. The Lego building that I'm in just hit its 50th anniversary, and we had a offsite. You know, we need a star name for our last person here in honor of Starry Night. Vincent, we'll call this person Vincent Van Star. There they are. Vincent Van Star in the back seat next to Michael Saint Atmosphere. So they all have names. That's good. I'm glad it hasn't fallen yet. But the night is young. I don't know your times. Oh man, look at this print. Oh, okay, so let's look at all the printed pieces here. We get the LL928. There's a significance to this number, by the way. I forget what it is, but there's an actual reason for that number. And let me grab all these little printed pieces here. This is a really cool one. I feel like this is triggering memories of my youth right now. This bag also has, look at these translucent red circular 2x2s. I love it. Ah, this bag is the coolest one I've opened yet. Holy cow, there's tons of printed pieces in this one. This bag just made the whole dang thing worth it. Look at that. Oh, I can't even angle. There's so many. This one's probably the coolest one right here. This one's triggering memories of my youth. I feel like I've had this printed piece before. So much cool stuff. Vincent Van Star, Michael Saint Atmosphere, John Space Person, and Jack Galaxy. And then Doobot in the back holding his Mountain Dew. We actually had spare clear studs, so we got new Mountain Dew. It's what you need in space. A good beverage. All right, let's do this. This bag looks a little more complex than I initially gave it credit. It's full of strange pieces. This is nuts. This bag's where things are going to get real weird. Real weird. All right. Let's get going, though. Let's start figuring it out. If nothing to build, well, hey, I've got to pull up a chair. Help me out, I wish. I need to figure out, I think the big thing for me is I do one big build a month, and I still haven't figured out what I'm going to be doing for March. There was I saw the Heavenly, the Heavenly Palace, the Monkey Kid Heavenly Palace. Monkey Kid does not get enough love. Those builds are incredibly cool. Especially the Ultra Mech, that is a very underrated IP, and I really want to bring one to stream and do it. And the Heavenly Palace was in the section. I could have got it at a discount, and I didn't. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Bowser was a little. I had to do like 7 streams to finish Bowser. He was a lot for me, but he's also like what 2,400 pieces almost. This is 1,254. It's just under 1,300, and I'm finishing it in 2 streams. So I agree with you. I think ideally for me, I want to be at around that 2,000 mark with how much I stream Lego in a month, because I usually only do it once a week on Mondays, and it gets tough when you got something like Bowser, because that was a big boy, a very big boy. And a lot of complex interactions, too. And I think that adds time. It's not just piece count. I think people underestimate sometimes that there's other complexities in the parts with Lego sometimes. And Bowser's definitely one of those builds that's like, you got a lot going on with Bowser. Look at that. Look at all these printed pieces. Woo! Where does this go? Oh, it's the cockpit. Oh, it's going right in the front. Look at that. So it's right where they all look at their little heads-up display. I love it. God, every single page is something super... Oh, there's another fun fact here about Galaxy Explorer. The pilot of the original set used a single steering wheel to control the craft. The updated version also has upgraded controls. 2 steering wheels. What if John Space Person and Jack Galaxy turned their steering wheels in opposite directions, though? What would happen? It would be the moment when I was young and my sister accidentally dropped the spaceship. That's what would happen. All right, so we have another printed piece going in the cockpit. Oh my gosh, look at that. Got even cooler up there. Oh, I can't even angle it right. We'll do the top cam. There, you can see it. Right in there. Oh man, this is getting so fun. All right, we're using that printed LL928. Going over here. Oh, and there's these 1x2s with grippy. Lego is so expensive for the bigger builds. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could do this quite as much. But I agree with you. Hold on. This is getting... My brain just fried looking at what I'm looking at right now. Okay, so we've got... Where is that coming from? That... Oh, wait. Did I do this wrong? Did I... No, it goes... I did do this slightly wrong. Okay, we fixed it, though. You ever have that moment where you gotta move something? Because, yeah. My brain just went into full loading wheel. Oh, man, that was something else for me right there. Pick the A-frame, but since... Yeah, Bricklink... I would prefer... You should just sometimes wait for the new ones to get available in warehouse. Bricklink's great, though. Lego just bought Bricklink. I actually have a peer who will be flying, I think, to California next month or in April to meet with the whole Bricklink team and train them on all of our internal stuff. That is my U.S. peer is actually handling the Bricklink merge process with Lego Group. Yeah, and that's how I knew of Bricklink, but that was like, now I'm seeing Bricklink in action a lot more lately, because I see what he's working on. And it's cool stuff. It would be really cool, and we had just talked about this, if Lego could find a way to integrate Bricklink's reselling process into its main website. I don't know if they would ever want to do that for the brand, the brand implications, but I feel like there's value there to... What am I doing here? Okay, this goes here. There'd be value there. If somebody can't, if something's out of stock, then it has those listings from Bricklink, like right on the Lego website. So you can, see if the reselling market, is an option. But I kind of feel like you would be, it's not a cheap hobby. I think that was lesson 1 when I first was like, why don't I do this for fun? And I was like, oh my goodness gravy, what have I done? How many? 3? Is that 2 3x3? 3 1x3s? It is. I'm looking for a 1x6. There's no such thing. I think that was step 1. Like, so you wanna be an AFOL, huh? You wanna join the AFOL community? You wanna be a part of the Lego AFOL community? How rich are you? I'm not kidding. How much money do you have? It's worse too when you work for Lego and your paycheck goes back into Lego because you're like,
ooh, I could buy that, and I can buy that. And, like, yeah, I get a bit of a discount, which is nice. But, like, in the same regard, at the end of the day, it's like, oh, man. it helps, but you know, it can only help you so much. All right, cool. I'll see you in a minute. Oh, man, this is intense. Okay, so we are in there. We are in the cab. We're in the back part of the cabin now. Putting more of the craziness. We got the front, which is kind of cool. We got the, here, I'll kind of zoom in on that. You can see. Got the plate in the front there. Right up like it is on the box. Whoa. All right, so we're in the cabin now. This is the cabin bag. So we got those. We're going to need this, which goes, yeah, we'll figure that out in a sec. But we got the white 2x2. And on the bottom, it's this. And then on the wall, how do I do that? Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, we got a 1x4 with the studs on the side. And then we're doing this one. And then we're doing another one of these, like this. And then it goes here. And this goes down. Oh, man, I didn't realize how many printed parts and cool details this cabin was going to have. And then we put a random little lever right here. Ooh, this is tight. There we go. Nope. Get in there. No? Come on. Come on. That is not... Oh boy. What if I take this out? Give me a little more room to put this in. Wait, is this is a very stiff lever here. Oh, was it not going in? Because it was... Oh, that might have been what was going on there. And that's my fault. Okay. And then... Okay, there we go. And then next, we're turning it around. Turn around. Every now and then I build a Galaxy Explorer and it's awesome all around. You don't want to activate singing mode. That's the worst stream benefit. Okay, so we're putting another lever right here. Turn it a little. Put the lever up. Whew, that gets very, very tight in there. That is super tight. Curse these fumbly adult hands. Okay. That looks really cool in the back there. I don't even think I'm done making it cool. Oh, I'm not. All right. So these get windows. So I guess the spaceship runs on windows. This is Rad Plaid Dad, everyone. You're going to get those quips now and again. All right? It's just something that's going to happen. That's just how life goes. All right. So we got the windows here, and they go on both sides. Looks like they just like that. Yeah. Oh, and that's the windows to their little beds. Love that. And then we're putting two of these. Right? Yep. Cool. And then, oh, we're using these. Cool. Okay, I'm back. So I got to feed cats. That's cool. Sometimes I have to walk away to feed my bunnies. They are chunky bunnies. Well, only one's really chunky. The other two are normal sized. But I got the one, and that one is something else. I'll tell you what. And then this, you get white piece. Oh my gosh, this is getting so cool. I didn't even realize there. Oh, I'm so jazzed up. That's awesome. And we're building one on the other side. Yeah. When I build this one, I'll zoom it in or I'll put it up so you can see what I just did. Oh man, this looks so cool. And this box actually also has translucent yellow 1x2s, which is awesome. Where am I from? I am in Connecticut. I'm United States, so I live in Connecticut. Not hard to kind of get out of me. Lego's corporate office for North America is in Enfield, Connecticut, and that's where I work. So I'm not far from there. Look at that. So this... Oh, North Carolina. Okay. So East Coast, same time zone. I've been to North Carolina. My sister, or my brother-in-law, has a house there, and I've been to it. It was, I wouldn't even say it was too hot. It was, I remember it being very, not damp, humid. I remember humidity. I think depending on where you are in North Carolina, that is something you have to consider. I remember humidity. 57 minutes away in a mall. Oh, okay. That's cool. There is a Lego store there's one in Connecticut. There's at least one I know of in Connecticut, and it's not far from where I live. I'd say maybe 4. I used to work in that mall. I used to work for T-Mobile. I had a job there for 4 years, and I was unfortunately laid off in the middle of last year, and that was what led me on a career journey, and that's eventually what led to my role at Lego, getting a job at Lego. Was being laid off by T-Mobile. But that same mall where the Lego store is, West Farms Mall, that was the T-Mobile store that I was running. 83 on Thursday. This has been a weird winter, and I live further up north, obviously, so winter's a little different for me, but we haven't even seen, I don't even know if we've seen accumulated snow yet. It's been warm. It's been a not winter. We still have cold, so it is still not pleasant to be outside in January, February, but no snow. Yeah, and mild for us is concerning because we live far enough north where 10 years ago, I think I just saw pictures in my Google photos of, got more printed pieces here, and 10 years ago we had this epic snowstorm. It was unreal huge. It was the biggest of big snowstorms, and it was feet of snow. And I remember I worked for AT&T then, and my boss was like, "So you coming in, right?" And I'm like, "Dude, I lived in an apartment complex, and I was a half mile in from the road in my apartment complex. They even plowed an apartment complex. I was like, I am not coming in. What?" It was one of those days where the boss is really hoping you take one for the team. It was not happening. We were snowed in for 3 days. So it was bad. I don't know. I remember that. It was, but this winter, last night it peppered a little bit of salted. Peppered is a bad term. It's white. A little bit of snow on the ground, and that was it. And that was kind of okay, sure. And that's the most snow I've seen all year. It's just it was dust. It was coming down a little bit, and that's all you get today. Oh wait, is this? No wait, this I just did. Okay, I'm here. Okay. You get me talking too much, and I will just talk, and then I'll be where was my brain a minute ago? It's okay though. I love distractions and talking. It's just funny what it does to me once in a while. I took a personality test recently. What is it called? Insights profile, and I am a very, very yellow person. So I am. Okay, so let's look at this. This does this, and then this goes on top, and then the stud goes underneath. Okay. Yeah, and you know it's fun when you're ahead of the game. You know, like your homework. Wait, homework. Did you say schoolwork? So what are you studying? 'Cause you said you were older as well. I would love to know. I'm actually gonna try to be going back to school very soon myself. I'm halfway through my master's degree, and I never finished it because I worked for a company that I left, and they were paying my tuition, and I didn't. Lego does pay for that, so now I'm looking to like finish forensic computer examiner. Well, when you look at my search history and it's a bunch of nerd stuff, don't get too bored by my music and game stuff and Lego stuff web searches and books. I read tons of books, and I'm always looking at book deals. Okay, so we're gonna put this to the side for now because we're starting something new, I guess. We're using the yellow translucent guys in this step. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I always laugh. It's like, aren't you like, I get that like data collection and stuff is a huge topic in the tech world nowadays, but it's like, man, I feel bad for the person that has to like look at my data, or if I ever had to like be somebody ever had to like do a search on me or like look through my stuff. It's like, have fun, man, because try not to get too bored. I get why it's a problem. Like, I don't want to downplay that, but like I have zero concern for what somebody could unload on me and go through my stuff. Like, you're just boring yourself. I've had, it's funny. I've only ever ended a stream once because I had to walk away, and it was I feel you. This is a funny story. It's I don't even think I have the VOD. Like, the VOD did not survive. But it I was playing the remember when Crash Bandicoot got remade and they did like the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, I think it's called. I have it. It's probably in the boxes over there. And I was playing it, and I was struggling. I was like, how am I this freaking bad at Crash I played this on PS1 growing up. Like, I've played this game. I'm losing. And at the end of the stream, oh, by the way, we're putting these on. I just want to share how cool that looks. There's some sort of window situation going on here. And at the end of the stream, I ran out of lives or something, and there was no like continue system, and it just like pooped me back with like one level done, and I had done like the whole first world as in the second world, and I was like, end stream. I was like, I was dying a lot. I was not enjoying it, and then I lost all my progress, and I was like, you know what? This is a day I'm just going to take the L today and walk away from this. Look at this. This is some sort of like door. If this is the door to the back area, this is going to look so freaking cool. I don't even know what this is. Some Star Trek stuff going on here. Oh man, we're still building onto it. Okay, it goes in the back. It's going to go like back here when it's done. Okay. But this step, this is really crazy looking right here. Yeah, I was sorry, I didn't want a negative stream. I just had this talk, and I know you were kind of hanging out earlier, but like, I've changed a lot of the content that I stream now because I want to do things that I love and enjoy, and obviously I love doing this, and this is a fill the cup activity for me. It's a term where it's like, you do things that fill your cup and you do things that empty your cup, and this is like, I just want streaming to be activities that fill my cup. That's all I care about. But you hit those moments. Oh, 13, what's up? We're drinking water right now out of my Saints cup. Hopefully you're not a Panthers fan, Crimson Rain. If you are, it's okay. I forgive you. But yeah, yeah, variety streaming's fun, and I've done a lot of things like play Kaizo Mario. God, I've tried competitive kind of gaming in the past, and it's fun because you try things, you figure out what works, what doesn't work. Oh, Patriots! Well, there you go. I live in Connecticut. Talk about Patriots. That is what happens up here. Patriots fans are everywhere. Connecticut is kind of divided because you have New York's. New York is on one end of Connecticut, and then you got Massachusetts gripping Connecticut all around the other way. So you kind of hit this divide. There's one highway that kind of cuts through the middle of Connecticut, and on one side of it, you're gonna see a lot more Giants and Jets and all that. And then on the side I live on, it's Patriots. A lot less of the New York stuff going on. But you kind of have that divide. It's the same with baseball. Yankees, Red Sox. Connecticut's like this war zone state when it comes to sports because there's, you got your Massachusetts people, and then you've got your New York people. And your New York people are gonna feel one way, and your Massachusetts people are gonna feel another way, and I got family in Massachusetts, so I love these teams. Yeah, it's a thing. It's the best way I can put it. It's a thing up here. Okay, so we're going back to this. We're holding it inside. Oh my God, it's the door! Stop! Look at this! Shh. Like, oh, it's the door! Come on, that is so cool. This gets... Ah, man, I'm so glad I'm doing this right now. Yeah, I love this. Hold on, where's the other blue one? Uh-oh, wait. I do need 2 of them. And then 3 plates. 3 blue plates go on top. Let me take care of that. That was my Reddit. I have a Reddit account that just follows all the Lego subs. That's what you just heard, if you heard it. Oh, here it is. Thank goodness. Yeah, I love when I see... Uh-oh. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so the good news is I can see most of it. The bad news is... Okay, wait. So this goes... That was quite... Yeah, the Lego... Who knew that Lego bricks were so... They just want to fly. Okay, so this goes back here, right? I'm missing this one white... that one went like... It really flew. So I'm going to look for it. Oh, I see it. Good. Whew. That could have been a lot worse. And it wasn't. So yeah, anyway, I've had to spend my whole life... Obviously, as a Saints fan, Drew Brees, right? One of the best to ever play the game. But... You live up here, and everyone was just like, Drew Brees is nothing to Thomas Brady. So I had to live my whole life, like, constantly loving my guy, Drew Brees. But, oh, wait, did it? Wait a minute. So, and then Tom Brady signs with the Bucks and wins the Super Bowl in my division, which made me sad. Oh, I see. Okay, so this has to, like... really fit in there. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. We're back. Look at that. Okay, so now we could... And it locks in. Can't come out. Yeah, I mean, that's the right thing to do. He did win a Super Bowl as a Buccaneer, right? But, like, I know a lot of Patriots fans that are upset that Mr. Brady is not... retiring as a Patriot. He should, in my opinion. And that's the team that took a chance on you. This ambulates right now, and I don't think it's going to in the end, but it can for the moment. And I think it goes there. Yes, it does. It definitely does. All right. Done playing. We can play with it later. All right. He definitely should retire a Patriot. Yeah. Tom was weird. You know, the first time he retired, he didn't mention the first time Tom retired. I think that's the other problem that guy has. He doesn't know when to stop playing football. He didn't even have the Patriots in his like goodbye video. So Pats fans were like, you know, they were making lots of noise about that. And then he retired this time. He was just like on the beach. He was like, yeah, this is it. I'm finally retiring. See you later. And then somebody actually went to that exact spot Tom Brady retired, bagged the sand, and sold it on eBay. The Tom Brady retirement sand. And they had photographic evidence that they were in that spot. People will sell anything. All right, does this actually... How does this work? So they want the dots to go inside? Is that what I'm seeing here? No. Oh, okay. I got it. I figured it out. It's still ambulating a little bit, which once we kind of like build the top, it probably won't, but... Oh no. Okay. Yeah, that was also drama with Giselle and all. I try not to feel too bad for people's career, you know, who've had careers making millions of dollars, but it sucks. Like you hit a point, man. What more could you have accomplished in your career as a football player? You will literally retire as one of the greatest people to ever play the sport of football, and just walk away for the sake of your marriage, man. I know I would. Yeah, like, she made her commitment. It's time for you to make yours. I mean, he does love his son, you know? Like, I'm not saying he doesn't love his family, but, like, I feel like, you know, they underperformed this year, too. Like, was your marriage really worth a first-round playoff exit in a division that sucked? NFC South was terrible. The fact that the Saints had a losing record and a chance up to the final week of the season to get into the playoffs with a losing record says everything you need to know about you. We sucked this year. And that was dumb. Like, that's how you're going out, man. A middling record and a first-round playoff exit. Like, cool. Like, go beg for forgiveness from your awesome supermodel wife. Ex-wife. But you know what? There could be other things. I guess I can't assume. You know, sports people are people too, and there could be other things that got in the way. But I have a feeling, you know, that played a big role, but maybe it wasn't everything. But at the end, like, Tom, the sooner that man can stop playing football, the better. Because I spent my whole life loving Drew Brees, right? And everybody up here in Connecticut, Pats fans, like, oh, well, he's no Tom Brady, he's no Tom Brady, he's no Tom Brady. So there's always this inferiority complex, right? Then that very same man joins my division, wins a Super Bowl, just to piss me off more. I'm all set with that Tom Brady guy. I'll tell you what. Look at how these little red things on the side here, like, I feel like they'd be like little emergency lights. They kind of like poke out a little bit. It's just super cool how that looks. Okay. Can't believe we have 2 bags left. And the 8th bag has a lot of pieces in it. I think it's the engines. I can't imagine what else we're... I mean, obviously there's more to do, but like... Huh. There's a lot of pieces in that next bag. Yeah, it's really... Yeah, you always hit that point in the build where it starts to like look like the build, you know? And you're like, it's starting... Because like you look here, like, we are practically done with this whole front part. We just have to somehow clip this thing on in a minute. And that whole like front half is done. It's just this back part that we're onto now. We're making some other sort of advanced thingy do here. Okay, so we got this, and then we've got this and this. No, wait. Are these the same thing? They are. Okay. Wait. These go under. And then we... What? Okay. And then... How? What? Oh, this is cool. So we're taking these, right, which have the little circular pieces, but we're poking them into it upside down. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah. And then... Oh, neat. Look at that. How those... I would assume this is an illegal building technique, but it's legal. It's 9 bags. So we have 2 bags to go, which honestly maybe sounds about right at this point. So we flip it over. Wait, and then... Okay, so these are pointing down. And then we're putting this on top of that. And then we're putting the plates... Okay, so these are pointing down. So these plates go up. Up like this. Yeah. And then this goes right here. So, oh, man. Okay, so there's little white hooks there. So this hooks in. Oh! Whoa! Whew! Okay, so we're on to bag 8. However, this bag has 2 of these white 1x2s, and I'm worried that they belong somewhere. So let me just back up here. They don't go 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 here. There's no step that uses white 1x2s in this whole bag. Oh, there they are. Whoops. Oh, no, wait, I did use... Oh, no, it wants 2 of them. Okay. Oh. Okay, this is a little squeeze here, but we're gonna try to make it work. Okay, got the first one. Oh no, Jack Galaxy. Okay, John Space Person. Okay. Okay. That got scary. The tall neck. Oh, you built the Horizon Zero Dawn tall neck? That's a game I've always wanted to play. I own it. And I have a Steam Deck, and obviously I have my computer here. And I haven't played it yet. And I know that that's like a very cool game. Alright, so this is probably, obviously, one of the coolest steps that you get here. Is putting these on. So here we go. The space people are in. There they are. This is when it falls apart. This is that core memory. It's awesome. Yeah, it's on my list. I'm actually playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake on my Steam Deck right now. Oh my gosh, first of all. Incredible game. So here's the last 2 bags. Right? I'm feeling we're just going to pummel this out at this point. Let's go all the way. Hey, Kens? Kens? Come down here. I said come down here. If you want. Sorry. We gotta go dad mode for a second here. Here we go. ASMR. Bag 8. Oh, think I'm about to we're about to go into bunny cam in a second. Whoa, look at these. Big fat. Okay, this bag is not as bad as I thought. So, cool. Who'd you bring? Oh, cheers. All right. Ladies and gentlemen. Cheers! Here's our little man. In 2 camera angles. You're doing a good job. Oh, don't go up there. That's not good. Oh, you want to stay back here. There you go, buddy. Hi. How you doing? Here's my little man. You want to do pizza?
Sure. From where?
Family pizza? You want to go with me? I'll be done within the hour. We could go together.
We get a plum? Get wings?
We'll talk about it. Bye, dear. My little man.
We could go to Taco Bell.
You want to go all the way to Taco Bell?
Yeah, and Barnes & Noble.
We'll see. I have 2 bags. Look at this. This is all that's left. Look at it. What do you think? Looks cool, huh?
Teddy wants to play.
Oh, you want to play too? You get the, I'm sure you have a cat voice.
Teddy was a cat in this past life.
Yeah, he's very judgmental and grumpy, like a cat. Oh, well, did he thump?
Yeah. The chocolate that's in my chocolate heart was gross. I don't like it.
Why did you eat my chocolate heart?
I only had one.
Yeah, well, 3 were missing out of my chocolate heart.
Which one? I only took a dark chocolate caramel.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, look at this. We got a little walkie-talkie. I love these custom molds.
What is this for? Like, what is the point in this?
I don't know. It's just a decoration. All right.
Teddy wants to play with it.
So we're going to move this out of the way for now. I did put some of the bigger pieces out so I don't lose sight of the smaller ones. But it's obvious we're probably going to finish the cabin here, then put the engines on in bag 9. And that is Galaxy Explorer. I think we are near the end here. All right. 6. An L shape. I can't believe I did this in one day. I thought we were going to do at least 3 more streams of this, but not 3, maybe 2 more streams. But I anticipated, so there's 9 bags. I did 2 bags the first stream, and I was expecting like maybe if I did 4 bags in the second stream and then 3 bags in the final stream, that would finish it. But today, we just were like, nah, we're just gonna do it. We on bag 8 of 9. Yes, this is the last bag. That's it. The end is in sight for Galaxy Explorer. Can't believe my daughter said we can go to Taco Bell. Now I'm excited.
I want a chicken quesadilla.
You want a quesadilla?
Dad, Teddy's giving me kisses.
Oh, well, Teddy's a sweetheart when he's not being a grump.
Dad, I finished my book today.
You finished your book?
Yeah, when I was upstairs.
Good. Why aren't you cleaning your room?
Because you're loud.
Well, so, clean your room.
I kept getting distracted.
Well, I know. That's your problem. All right, let's keep it going here. Oh, we do have green translucent pieces in this bag. That's the only translucent piece. We also got a cool wrench. We'll probably need it to tone up our ship here. Oh, that's so cool that even the wrench can fit on a stud like that. Look at that. It's just all those cool details never fail to show up and be amazing. All right. Looks like this is one of those you do it twice, but the second time you do it backwards.
Dad, can I build
Steps.
my penguin?
Nope,
Why?
because you still have a C in French.
Oh, I am 1 point off.
Yep. Get me that point, and you can build your penguin.
She is so mean, Dad.
My daughter she wants these 4 season sets. And what do you have now? You have the owl, right?
I have the owl.
And then I found the penguin, the like holiday penguin, but she can't build it till she has all B's or better. She has 1 grade that's a C plus.
It's 1 point off.
Yeah, and that 1 point is
And it's
all
because
you
Miss
need.
Gordon is blind.
You get.
My title on my project was right down the middle of it, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't even see it. It's so small, but it's written in capital letters."
Well, you get that point. You get your penguin.
That's by me. Dad, did you take French or Spanish?
I took French. I used to see a lot of French when I played Final Fantasy XIV.
French is easier than Spanish.
It isn't.
Yes, it is.
You're-
The Spanish grammar makes no sense.
Oh man, this has me doing a lot of funky stuff right here. Like, I put this inside, right, and now I'm putting this on that to create more studs this way, and now I'm going to be putting a seat piece on the side. This, like, look at that. Look how weird that looks. It's got the studs out, has the seat in. I don't know what their goal was there, but we did it. Now we're doing it on the other side. And then seat piece. This is cool. It's like a, I don't even know what we're doing here. It's got a little arrow though. We've made an arrow. I need a stud thing, or a holy piece with hole. This looks cool so far. I got the arrow, and the green studs are kind of built into it there. You can see on the sides. Interesting. Oh, the wrench goes in this. Boop. There we go. Wrench is in. And then we put... Oh, careful with that bag. And then this goes across. And then the 4 go across. Cool. Yeah, we're making this. Obviously, the room that goes back here, I don't know. It probably goes this way. I don't know yet. We're going to figure it out. Now we make a little blowhorn. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Cool. There it is. There's the room with the arrow. I didn't even know that arrow thing was... Oh, I guess, yeah, you can see it. Oh, man, this is wild. This build has so many cool details. I'm so jazzed. I love this build so much. I can't even believe. I am, yeah. We are trucking through 7 bags in one stream.
Maybe Bowser just had bigger bags.
Yeah, the bags can vary in size, but Bowser was just he was over 1,000 pieces bigger than this one. So look, there's the blowhorn, by the way.
Was like 2,000.
Bowser is 2,300, I think.
The Harry Potter one was like 2013.
Really? That's a bigger build than I thought. This camera got like super macro on me. Come on. Whoop.
Oh, Daddy, over here now.
Can we like focus a little bit here, please? It's like won't. Yeah, maybe I just gotta like move it. Shake it a bit. No? I would hate to have to.
Come over here.
Cover it. Uncover it.
Careful, Teddy's right under your chair.
It's still like going macro on me. Huh. Maybe I can just scoot it in. Scoot it in a little more. Yeah, this is weird. My camera just doesn't want to behave. Here, let me go to the source here. Disable it. Re-enable it. I don't feel like that did anything. Oh, it did. Okay. No? Did it? It did not. You can see my hand really clearly. So here's the blowhorn. Oh, see, now it's... Okay, now it's working. Alright. Alright. Teddy's behind me. Hey, buddy. Checking out my bags. Okay, the blowhorn goes... Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, we're making another layer. Okay. Now there's a 3. Then an L shape. Where are you, L shape? There you are. And then another 1x3. Oh no, my arrow. There we go. And then a 1x2 with a hole in it, and then a 1x1. Oh, there's another fact on this page, by the way, about Galaxy Explorer. So we're sticking a pole through this, a white pole. Really? Does this? Wait a minute. Is this supposed to? Did I do this wrong? Is this supposed to go deeper? Oh, there we go. Okay. But how is it? Oh, the red. We need. This is the Mountain Dew piece. There it goes. Yeah, you get. Pro tip: when you're building Lego sets, follow the directions.
That's what it says.
Just okay. It says the original model, the arrow decoration, was printed on a 1x2 brick. The arrow in this model is built using a shield from a Lego Nexo Knights set. Fun fact. There you go. All right, so that goes to the side. We're starting something new. Need this, and then a 1x2 stud, the slope, and then a white, this, and a 1x4 white. You had me thinking about that Crash Bandicoot stream. I haven't thought about that in so long. It's like a core memory just reactivated. It's so funny that of all the things for me to remember, that one time Crash Bandicoot got me so mad, I ended my stream. What a funny way to have that story come up. Why is this?
You got so mad at a game that you stopped your stream.
Yep.
Where's Teddy?
He's under my feet, I think.
He's right there.
Where is he? There he is.
Teddy, look at him.
Don't get thumped at, please. When rabbits are mad, they Oh, you wanna... Oh, big white feet. It's okay. Yep, you can get him. Yeah. Oh, there's his feet. Oh, he's shaking. Take him up. He's scared. He's a big scaredy cat.
He likes to act all big and tough.
Yeah, you're right. He does act big and tough. Never played the new Crash game. I did play you know what's funny? I played 1 and 2. I kind of played 3. I didn't play a whole lot of Crash 3, which I hear is a really good game. But I played a lot of... I didn't play the 4th one either yet. And it's not on my Steam wish list, but I feel like I should put it there. Is it? What is it? Okay, hold on. This goes here. Okay, all right. Just making sure I do this right. There's another fun fact. The walkie-talkie and wrench were the original tools used by astronauts in the original set. So I guess these are very old pieces. That wrench there. Okay, and now we keep this out. We have that there. Oh, we're putting 5. 5 of these on one. Oh. 5 of the wingies. The wings. Look at that. Now we're doing the cool things. Do not attempt to complete Crash. Yo, Steven's here! Steven's back! Steven, we're finishing it today. I'm so glad you're back. We got the Saints cup. We got the Saints shirt on. We're finishing Galaxy Explorer today. We got the Saints Avenue sign that I'm going to hang on my wall soon. All for you, Steven. Steven and I are big Saints fans. That's where the connection came from. So I get excited to share Saints stuff when Steven's around. Is Crash 4 that hard? Will I be insulting my childhood? Okay, so this big plate here has a room on the back for a 4, and then we just put this 2x4 here, So this is like all situating. Okay, so we first want to flip this over and put two 1x4s underneath. I can't believe Crash 4 is that hard. Is it frustrating? Is it just hard? Like what is it? Steven, I have more questions than answers. Oh, it's going on. It's going on the build now. We're pogging. Okay, so it goes here. Yeah, and it fits. Oh, man. Stop. Look at this. It opens up. Oh, and it has 2 hinges. Oh, my God. I can't even believe that. Oh, wow, we're about to build the other one. To 100% is Twin Sanity. To finish, it's fine. Isn't Twin Sanity another Crash Bandicoot game? Are you doing a giggle right now? Are you doing a joke? Yeah, I can't wait to build the other one. And then look at it. Okay, so we got to do this. We're powering through to the finish line. Then me and my daughter are going to Taco Bell. That's literally my night. Finish Galaxy Explorer. Go get Taco Bell. And that's it. That's I'll probably be playing. I'll probably be in my Discord later, screen sharing the Final Fantasy VII remake. I won't stream it because I'm way late in the game, and it's just not worth streaming that late into the game. If I'd been streaming the whole thing, I would. But I'm just gonna have a mellow night screen sharing in the Discord. I'm really late into the game. And it's so freaking good. I can't believe how good of a game it is. Taco Bell in ages, it's worth the drive. In Connecticut, there's only so many cool things to do, I guess. And Taco Bell is one of them. Connecticut's an interesting place to live. I'll say that too. Twin Sanity. I kind of want to play it now. Like, I have it, and they are Steam Deck enabled games. Like, they're really good on Steam Deck, all the Crash remakes and stuff. You know what's funny? I never played, and maybe you can shed light on this. One Crash game I never played was the Nitro Kart. Is that, like, a good game? Is Nitro Kart worth it? I don't know. Oh, you joined my Discord? Well, hello. I'm in the chat right now, I think. If my link's up to date. If you see me in the voice channel, you're in the right Discord. I'm pretty sure I updated that link, though. It used to link to a different Discord that I left. Let me scroll really quick. Do I see you? I don't see you. Zor. Oh, you are in there. Yep. Okay, good. It's not a very big place. So I appreciate you hanging out. And again, I'll get on yours when I'm done here. Probably while I'm eating my Taco Bell. Let's be honest. Full disclosure. Oh, Crash Team Racing. Yes. That's the game. So is it good? So, like, I gotta be honest with you. It's not that I dislike racing games, but one of my favorite racing games of all time was Diddy Kong Racing, right? I loved the campaign. I loved the personality of it, and how you would replay races for the coins, and then you had to fight Whiz Pig. It had all that cool personality in it. Obviously, the game had flaws, right? But it made up for it because of all that other cool stuff that the game had, and the races were fun enough. It just it kept you coming back. Oh yeah, I have a new one. Yep. Hey, 13, you're still here. What's up? Welcome to the Discord, by the way. It's your pretty standard Discord, nothing fancy. And Crimson Rain, what I can do too is add you to our stream bot. I have Lyra that I gotta add to that too. I don't mind helping people out where I can. We're small, but I prefer to do anything I can do to help anybody out. Get you that extra view now and again. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. The walkie-talkie hangs on the other side, by the way. The wrench is in one and the walkie-talkie's in the other. This walkie-talkie's upright, though. Oh, okay. And it wants to go that way. It pokes out. I was just concerned. Oh, the shield. Here's the shield. Wait, was I supposed to do a shield in the other one? Uh-oh. Hold on. Bag 8. Was I supposed to do a shield? I was... Where do I do this? Oh, right here. Uh-oh. Okay. I have to figure that out. I have to take this apart. Oh, this is scary. Okay. That's what the thing was referring to. That's the Nexonite shield it was referring to. Okay, we can fix it. You're good at building Lego sets. You can fix this. We've successfully fixed it. Okay. Oh, that was scary. Generally, it's probably more generally accepted as more fun. So, like, Crash Team Racing, can you do, like, various vehicles? Does it do, like, the airplanes and the water, the hover boats and the cars? Like, are there boss fights? Is there a hub world? Like, what does it do? How much of that am I getting in Crash Team Racing? Is there, like, a balloon system like Diddy Kong Racing had? You know, like, what am I getting? Oh, I love Mario Kart. Crimson Ray, you ping me anytime you want to play Mario Kart 8. Careful bringing 13 along, though, because they do that weird Waluigi Wiggler strat. Oh, it's just races? Ah, man. I shouldn't say, ah, man. I'm sure it's still a very good game. But, you know, you can tell what I'm looking for, right? That like, adventure kart racer game, you know? That existed in years past. No game quite did. Every time they do an N64 announcement on Switch Online, I'm always like, come on, Diddy Kong Racing, please. Please, we got Banjo-Kazooie. Obviously, Rare is okay. Like, just give me the Diddy Kong Racing. Why are you holding it out on me? What did I ever do to you, Nintendo? Okay, you know what? I'm getting a little emotional over Diddy Kong Racing. Yeah, I'm down. Ping me. I'll stream it. We can co-stream it Friday nights. My Friday nights are straight. You know, I got the dad mode that I do a lot, but if I'm around, I will join you. And you know what the best part about bringing me on Mario Kart night is I will make you look good at Mario Kart because I am not good at Mario Kart. I am as average as it gets. as mid. Like, the word mid was invented because of my Mario Kart ability. So I will help you look great on stream. Yeah, I mean, you know what? And again, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like, it doesn't matter how good or bad I am at something now. I just like having fun on stream. And that's all I care about is playing stuff that's fun and doing things that are fun. Like, if I suck at it, I don't care because I'm having a good time. I'm chatting with everybody. We're all having a good time. Yeah. I love that you've got that same mentality. It really, bring these over. Sorry if that was loud. Scraping. All right, 1x2. I'm just like, click, 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 click. Sorry that I haven't shown much. I'm just like, I am in the brick zone right now. I am flying, and feels so good to be like just in this groove. I did not expect to finish this today. I almost didn't even go live. I was like, I guess, maybe. I pinged J-Man. I was like, I'm going live. He was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I guess. And I'm so glad I did because here we are, like, just clobbering this whole rest of this build. Easy skill becomes irrelevant and turns into Mario Kart and a Mario Party. You guys, when we play, because I know I've played with like you and Chuckle and Toad or whoever else is in that, the Mario server, and you guys are very good at Mario Kart, and you all clearly have practiced and played together, and I'm just like, you know, I'm here. I showed up. Yay. That's so funny that activating Mario Party mode in Mario Kart. Frantic items and easy CPUs, and it's just like chaos. Yeah. I mean, I don't put it past Toad. If Toad has any level of experience in a game, I want nothing to do with playing against Toad in that game, because what Toad is capable of unleashing with Toad's level of skill in anything, it just becomes nonsense. I look at the fact that he's crashed my Mario Maker on Switch. He's found multiple ways to break my game. They lag further behind. They roll lightning bolts and blue shot. Yeah, you have the frantic items. It's just like, yeah, you asked for it at that point. But that's so fun. Oh, you hear that click? Ooh. Once in a while, you get a real good brick noise. I think good brick noise is like chef's kiss when you get those real snappy snaps. It's the best part about building Lego. I feel like first place is, you almost want to be in second place all the time in that kind of chaos, because then you're not getting blue shelled all the time. You're still getting, oh my god. Look at this. Ready? Here we go. The first time ever. And then, Steven didn't see this earlier. We got to show this off again. Crimson. Ready? Here we go. There's the door to the inside, and then you can see in there. Oh, look at all the detail in that. Oh, this is the coolest thing. Oh my god. Oh, this is so good. Oh. 10 out of 10 build. I can't even believe how awesome, how good this build is. All right. 2 of those for those. 2 of these for these. And then we're just building these up, I guess. So we're enhance. What I'd love to do too is like I was thinking about like a Jackbox party night, getting some of that going again, because we do that once in a while. But Mario Kart night, I mean, that would also be a good time. Okay, so we should have a 1 gap there. Okay, yep. All right. Okay, and now we're taking this, and we're putting this in. I have no idea what is about to happen. Oh, Jackbox? Yeah, it's already 7:17. I'm hoping I can finish by like 7:30. The good news is Taco Bell's open all night, so now I don't got to worry. If we had to go to the pizza place, then time is of the essence a little bit. But Taco Bell? Dude, Taco Bell, we're good. I just got to work to make sure my son is all set for the night. Alright. You hear these snaps? And we're getting killer snap noises. Everything is going my way right now. That's the end of the bag. And a couple extra pieces again. And then this goes on top. But there's... What am I doing here? What? How? What? I get it, but wait, what? Hold on. So we we take it out. Oh, they click in. Okay. So there's little arms here. Right here and here, and these can like click in. There we go, and you can click them out. Okay, yeah, it's just grippy. We got grip action. And look up here. Look how the hamburger grills. Oh wait, can I get it on camera? Oh, we'll use top cam. The hamburger grills go to these like little studs. That's just a really cool little detail. Yeah, bag 8 did go fast. Oh, look at this thing! Oh, I'm holding it. I'm so excited. It's time, everyone, for bag 9, the final bag of the build. We're here. It's the engines. That's it. There's tires too. Looks like we're building a little. I think there's a little companion buggy in the bottom here. The final bag. Gotta make sure. We've had issues in the past with my pour method getting me in trouble and pieces going everywhere. Look at this. We've got domed red translucent pieces in this. Look at this crazy Technic piece. Look at this. That is very Technic. So Technic. Such wow. Alright, so yeah, we're building engines and we're building the little buggy. We got Vincent Van Star. No, Vincent Van Star, Michael St. Atmosphere, John Space Person, and Jack Galaxy. There they are. Alright. So we're building 2 of these. So whatever I'm going to do here, I'm going to do it twice. Alright. So we need these waffles. We call them waffles? Like golden grams? No, not golden grams. What's the honeycomb? That's the cereal I was thinking. Of course, why am I thinking? Maybe I'm getting hungry because now I'm thinking about cereal. Okay. Honeycomb. Yeah, I cannot remember the last time I've had that cereal. If I've even really ever had that cereal. Oh, there's the other honeycomb. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think I've had honeycomb in a very long time. I cannot remember a time I've eaten honeycomb. There's tires. Hey, the fun fact, Lego is the largest worldwide manufacturer of tires. Fun fact. Thank you for subscribing to Lego Fun Facts with your fellow Lego employee here. Alright, let's do this. My go-to cereal is, I'm trying to think. I like Reese's Puffs. Those are good. My kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's the thing I think I see the most of in this house. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But I'll eat anything. Cereal. What's nice is I work from home now in my job, so I get to like I'll do a meeting and then I can like make a breakfast, like fry an egg while I'm doing other stuff. Have you ever watched the show Lego Masters? I have, and I actually love. Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is good. You know why too? Because I'm a milk drinker at the end of my cereal. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch gives you like that nice sweet cinnamony milk. That's good. I know that like there's probably polarizing views on do drink milk or don't drink milk at the end of cereal. I definitely do. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk is good stuff. I have watched Lego Masters a little bit. It's promoted everywhere internally, obviously, at Lego. I see Lego Masters stuff all the time. How does this get? Wait, I gotta make sure. Look at this. Look at this honeycomb piece. Yeah, it's got the main reason I love Lego Masters is because of Will Arnett, though. Will Arnett is just so funny. I love Will Arnett. Oh man, so this has to push all the way down, and then we get a little white. Yeah, Lego Masters is fun. It's a little like game showy at times, I'll admit, but it's fun. Will Arnett's funny. You know, there's definitely I've seen some sick stuff. Yeah, those builds. Yeah, I would love to see Lego do like a Lego Masters set, because you have Lego Ideas, Lego Architecture. You know, one of our IPs be like Lego Masters, the greatest hits. I wonder if we have plans for that. But you also have to realize there's a Lego Masters Americas, there's a Europe one, there's like spin-offs of it's like the American Idol now for Lego. There's like it's everywhere. All right, we have to do this twice. I completely forgot. So now we got to do it again. It's a cool show. I've watched it a couple times. There was one where they did the parade episode, and like two guys made this parade float of dragons that like Technic went like this, and then like the different parts of the dragons like were off cycle from one another. It was wild. It was really cool. That build like stuck with me as one of the really cool ones. And then they've got like the golden brick where it like saves you from elimination. It's like they try to add all this drama to it. But Will Arnett is super funny. I think I fell in love with Will Arnett in Arrested Development, and then again in 30 Rock. 30 Rock is Arrested Development and 30 Rock are probably some of the only show, like, I want to say they're not sitcoms, but like 2 shows that have ever made me like ugly laugh. And I love Will Arnett in both of those shows because he plays Banks in 30 Rock, and then he plays Job in Arrested Development, and he just has this personality as an actor that I love, and it's fun to see him just be himself in Lego Masters. He's definitely a great host. Okay, so we built 2 of those engines. Right, enough of that. Oh, these are the back engines. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Ah! Look at it! We're so close now. Now we're going to build the side ones. Here we go. I know I'm making ugly noises. I'm sorry. I'm just so hype. This is coming out so well. These are cool little stud pieces, little studs with grippies. They'll clip onto that right there. We're so close. Actually have their set, so I don't think I've seen it. I'd have to do that research to see, because obviously I see a lot of Lego sets. I'm surrounded by Lego sets at my job all day, and I don't remember seeing like a Lego Masters set. It would be a cool theme. Like, I don't know why we're not doing that. That just seems obvious at this point. But we just announced that BTS collab. That's going to print money. That's the big one, I think, right now that is going to be promoted everywhere. I can't believe we did that set. That's a really great collaboration for Lego Group, honestly. BTS fans are crazy, and they are going to buy the junk out of that thing. Okay, so we're putting these are really tougher than I expected. I would love to know which set they're referring to, if it exists. I'd love to buy one. That's a cool set to own. The Lego Masters edition of a set. You know what I also want to start investing in, and I'd have to use Bricklink for this. Bricklink, right? Yeah. Is the modular city. The Jazz Club and the hotel are in my Lego store right now, and they're not cheap, but I really kind of want to start building the modular city. I have this really great shelf that lines this room, and I can literally have the whole city just lined up on this shelf. Okay, and this is right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we have to do this twice, don't we? Yeah, so let me do this again, so I don't have to go back a page. I'm like, click, 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 click. I love this part of the build where you're like this close to finishing it, and you're just like, oh, I see the end. It's in sight. I just wish to finish. You're probably right about that Lego Masters thing. It's funny. I'm still learning about sets all the time. Lego just there's so much to learn about Lego, like what Lego's been involved with and the sets that are out there. Rivendell in person, though. Ooh, there are so many secrets in that build. There are so many cool details in that build. I've seen so much of it, and I haven't even seen everything. And that build is going to... It's just everything. I don't have a better way to say it. Yeah, you're like, finally you can visualize the end. You're seeing it in action. Okay, so this is the wheelie piece. And oh man, we're doing weird thing now. Yellow, big yellow. This looks like a K'NEX piece. Everybody have K'NEX growing up? I had K'NEX growing up, and I had Lego. And I remember having fun with K'NEX sets. I'm pretty impartial to Lego nowadays. I don't even think they make K'NEX anymore, do they? I don't feel like I've seen K'NEX in forever. But I had K'NEX. Oh, yeah. And I think what's cool, too, is when you build it, obviously this is a perk of building it, but when you build it, too, you learn all the extra details that are in it as you build it. Like all this ambulation and stuff. I didn't know it did any of that. I didn't know it had all these printed pieces and living space cabin, and I didn't know any of that about this build. And like when you build it, you get to learn all those secrets that are like waiting for you. I feel like you get to experience the set as you build it. Like you see the treehouse and you're like, oh, that's cool. But then when you start building the inside of things and the trees, and like you learn all these other things that you didn't know about the build, and it enhances your love for it that much more. Like the Titanic build, the engine room has the engines in it, but you don't even it's not even visible when it's done. Like you don't see the engines when you're done building it, but you know they're there because you took the time to build them, and you know that level of detail is in that build. And I love that stuff. And like people may not because they want to be able to see everything, but like I don't care. I think it's cool. Yeah, Rivendell has like, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to say everything about it, but there's so much cool stuff in Rivendell. I don't know how many people plan on buying it because it's so expensive. It's definitely one of the big boys in terms of price, but I'm really hoping when I go into work next week, a really cool set for March just jumps out at me and speaks to me. So I can start planning my big March build. If not, I thought about picking up a lot of the Speed Champion sets and like doing one stream where I'm building a car each stream. So I really want to, I like those kits too. Those are really neat. But I'd prefer to get my hands on a single big set. Okay, so this is it. And it's going to go here. And here. We're building the car now. The little companion car, which officially means Galaxy Explorer is done. But I won't show it off till we actually finish the instructions. So let's bangarino this out. Yeah, we're this close. I'm like, I feel like, you ever play those Lego video games? I feel like I'm that guy. Like when they get in front of something to rebuild, they're like, like all the pieces are just like flying in the air and clapping onto things. Like that's where I'm at. That's my mood right now. Is Lego video game guy. That's the vibe. All right, steering wheel. Oh, we've got clear. I didn't even see these. Thank goodness. They're just literally clear studs. No, wait, not yet. This piece. Oh, and now we put this. This is cool. We're putting a 1 by 1, and then we're attaching the light or whatever this is to it. Now we put on the steering wheel, the back rest, the other thing, I don't even know what to call that, the 4 wheels. The 4 wheels. Mad scientist Lego, yeah. Master builder, making all that weird wild stuff that's on the inside of this build. Now I assume we're just gonna attach these. Yep. Oh, and it goes inside. Here we go. Oh, what? stop. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can set this up. So here we go. Here's the fun. Because we are done building Galaxy Explorer. That's it. That is it. We've finished all of Galaxy Explorer. It's done. We put it in the books. Doobot's here. He's happy. Yay. All right, so, but there's a cool thing in this page. I'm going to try to set it up now. So we open this. Right? We open this. And the buggy goes in. Right? Buggy is officially in it. And it stays. Like there's little studs here that prevent it from... Okay. So there it is. Completed. Top cam. We'll do a front to back here. There it is. And there's side cam. Get a good view of Galaxy Explorer. So, here's the thing. On the bottom, they say, I'm not going to flip it over, but there are feet down here that you can bring out. I'm going to do that now. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't be clumsy. Don't be clumsy. Not today. Not today. Okay. So, there are the feet. You can see the feet underneath there that you can bring out, right? And it stands up. So you're off the ground a little bit there. And what happens is this can open. Check this out. And if this works, I'm going to be amazed. And then this can come down. And then this. Look at that. The ramp works. That is incredible. That is so great. And then you can just back it back up. Pull this. How does this ramp go up? Okay, yeah. And then you can just put that back in. Lift that up. Close it up. Holy crap. This is so awesome. All right, so let's take a look at some of the other details here. So obviously we got our 4 space people, right? And again, that's John Space Person. We got my stupid camera again. Here, I'll try to get up a little bit. We got John Space Person. We got Jack Galaxy. We got the red one is Michael St. Atmosphere, and then Vincent Van Star right there. There they are in the cockpit, which we can open up all the way. Okay, these like kind of click, click, click. So there's our 4 dudes, and in the cockpit, you've got all those printed pieces. Those are not stickers. Those are actually printed pieces that are in the cockpit up there, which is awesome. And let's close that up. And then the back here also opens up. And there you have the cabin where they kind of live. This might be easier on this camera on top. They have beds in there. And then they also have, like little stations where they can work. Little boop, boop stations. There's one on the other side. Let me turn it around. There's one that you can see it back there. But by far, again, one of the cooler features. Oh no, one of my feet went down. In the feet, you can see I have that little hydraulic looking, like, psst, psst. All right. Now let's open this up. And of course, we have the blue that comes down. This actually, when you lower this, it comes out on its own. Like it's low enough so that it can come out. And then of course we have the door to the cabin. In there. And that's kind of the long and short of Galaxy Explorer right there. Incredible build. Oh, I just broke something. Let me fix it. I had a lot of fun with this one. Shorter than Bowser. Obviously, we did it in 2 streams instead of 7, but we did marathon. We've been live 3.5 hours. But I'm so glad that we got it done. I'm so happy with this. I have no idea how I'm going to display it. As you know, here, it's time to let me... Hey, everyone. It's me. As you know, Bowser lives on my mini fridge behind me. There he is. And I'm not quite sure where this is going to live. I do have one thing I want to show you really quick, though, and it's upstairs. So I have to run, Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you one more thing. Stay put. Ha! Whee! I'm back. So this is so Lego just had its 50th anniversary in the building that we work in, and as part of the celebration, they gave us a custom build, and this is the custom build right here. You can put it with a bigger cam. So there's the state of Connecticut, obviously. There's the original location of the Lego HQ, and then here's where we currently, that's where I work, right there on that star in Enfield. And then we have this little like thing in front of our building. It's like our little monument. But check this out. Lego Systems Inc. 50th anniversary, and that's a printed piece. That is not a sticker. That is a printed piece right there. So I'm pretty excited that I have that like really neat, unique printed piece. Hopefully someday worth $1 billion and I can retire. We'll see. Because I'll tell you, they're closing the Enfield office. So this is going to be something someday, maybe. All basic pieces except that one printed piece. So I'm really excited about that. But this will actually live down here with everybody else. So I've been meaning to bring it down. I wanted to show it off today. But here it is, Galaxy Explorer, all done. Yeah, I love printed pieces. And AFOLs are wild. Look at, there's the arrows, by the way. Those arrows that we were making earlier, there they are. And then, of course, these open up, and there's tools and stuff in there. That's with the Mountain Dew sprayers in there. And then the other one had the extra air tank. It's in the other one. But there's the arrows. There's these sirens. Man, this was a good one. I loved Bowser, but I definitely loved Galaxy Explorer. This was so worth it. I was a little wary of it, but I am a believer. This is absolutely a set that I would recommend to anybody. It was an incredible joy to build. Anyway, it's been 3.5 hours. So, needless to say, I think it's time for a break and for dinner and all that, and for me to kind of settle down a bit. Oh. So I'm going to figure out where to display this. I'm going to figure that out. This might actually... No, I want it to live down here. I don't know. I got to figure it out. I've got a lot of thinking to do. I can't put it over here. So, right, like if I lean up a little, I move the box. Right, so I've got my Everyone is Awesome set. I've got my Lego People books. There's that Connecticut build I was just showing you. And then, of course, Bowser's back here. So I have no idea. I have all these books up here. I could probably put them in my bookshelf upstairs, but that's not enough shelf space to display this. So I'm going to have to figure out what I got to do. There's my other camera, by the way. And there's us. There's a look on what I look at for 3 hours I'm streaming. Anyway. Yeah, so probably not streaming tomorrow. I streamed last Sunday. What did I do last Sunday? I don't remember, but I did stream. What did I do? I don't know. I did something. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. Monday, there's no more build. Monday's normally our build night, and we just finished Galaxy Explorer. Maybe I'll bring a small build. I don't know. We'll figure something out. J-Man wants me to play Zelda, but that's... If you know J-Man, then, well, that's par for the course. It's really weird, seeing my camera in two angles. You watch me pick up the bottle on one camera and bring it to the other camera. That was cool. Anyway, dumb stuff you think about. I'm thinking we're doing a multiplayer game night Thursday. We might play, I don't know if you're into this, Steven. We might play Fortnite. We might do that. We might be that guy this week and play Fortnite. J-Man really wants to do it, and I gotta, I want to see what it's all about. Wednesday, we'll definitely play Oracle of Ages. We're doing that long play still. 13's ready. Okay, cool. So I guess that might be a thing. That we'll see. Yeah, I've not played it, and I guess there's a no build mode now, so it's way. Yeah, they just removed the. That's hilarious that was even a thing in that game. But I heard there's like a no build mode that's, I don't have to be good at like constructing a tower in like 0.3 seconds in order to be competitive in the game. I just want to explore and shoot stuff. That's the prerequisite here. So hopefully we can get that done. Thursday. We're thinking Thursday for that. So, yeah, so that's all I want to do is be goofy and hang out and hang with you guys. So definitely Monday we got to figure out what we're gonna do, if we build or not. Wednesday's definitely Oracle of Ages. Thursday's probably looking like that Fortnite. But yeah, Monday's kind of in the air. We'll see what Monday brings. I might pick up just a small build from the store, unless I get something more substantial. We'll see. Either way though, we will build Monday. It's happening. And then the Zelda, then the Fortnite, and that's our week. And we're really, we aim for that 10 streams a month this year. That's one of our stream goals for 2023, and we're getting there. I think this is 6 or 7. So this week will put us at that 10, which is also really good. We're staying consistent month over month. So I'm really happy that is also a thing. I know we're just talking at this point, but I like to give those updates when I know a couple key people are in the room. But yeah, where things are healthy, things are good. I do want to update a few things in the Discord and in the channel. One of them is I want to add a ocarina or an ocarina chat command and play that ocarina when somebody redeems the points. It's going to be annoying and terrible, but hey, you paid for it, so yeah, that's on you at that point. I also want to put more bunny emotes and stuff in. I asked for potentially for somebody to design bunny emotes for me, so that we could have those that are based on obviously the bunnies. So that's also could be happening soon. And yeah, we finished Galaxy Explorer in the books. We are 2 big builds into our 12 goal this year, and March is right around the corner, so we got to figure out what March is going to be. Yeah, I got to do all that. My emotes are just and I'm sure Steven can throw them down, are just like these. They'll pause me at the most inopportune moments and turn that into an emote. That's what ends up happening on this channel. Yeah, I'm just looking for something really graphic, like very. Yeah, there you go. There it is. There's welcome to my channel. We have the F. The F used to come out a lot during the Mario streams, and I'd die a lot. There's the Pog, there's the Bruh, there's the Excite, and the K. The K is obviously when it's like, okay, yeah. That's okay, bruh twice. It's okay. But yeah, those are all critical moments of my streaming career right there. Anyway. I'm going to head to Taco Bell. I'm going to go make sure my son's got everything he needs for his sleepover at Grandma's tonight. And, yeah, again, I'll be on my Discord later, just hanging out if you want to chill while I'm jerking around in Final Fantasy. I'm also looking into building those 3-color magic decks, so I might be researching that as well. But either way, I'll be on the Discord. It's a quiet night here, so, if you want to pop in, pop in. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much. Let's raid somebody. Who's doing Lego right now? Let's see. Who we raiding? Who's doing Lego in the maker stuff? Ooh, here's somebody. I don't know any of these people, so I hope I'm not raiding somebody that's super, super weird. Brick Builder Ed? This is cool. Is Brick Builder Ed cool? He's got somebody here. Let's take a look at Brick Builder Ed. What's Brick Builder Ed? Oh, it looks like he's doing flowers right now. He's doing the flowers. Yeah, we're doing Brick Builder. Let's raid Brick Builder Ed. Oh, jeez. Brick Builder Ed. Is that how you spell it? Brick Builder Ed. All right, so that's it. I'll see everybody Monday. take care. Have a great weekend. Hang out tonight if you want to. And yeah, we're gonna have a fun week coming up. Let's go hang out with Brick Builder Ed for a minute. See you all soon.
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, we got a raid. We have one more rock, paper, scissors. Be right with you. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.